the thing that happened last from the previous week was a giant ball of bones came and fucked up a bunch of people. And after that, we went into a chamber with a golem, and he asked for a tribute. And then we went in a circle, came back to his room, he asked for another tribute. Then we went further beyond the golem, and then we found a bunch of lizard people.
Bearded devils.
Bearded devils. Oh yeah, that's right, the bearded devils. Then we entered the room with the sarcophagus. We went up and over the sarcophagus after discovering a hidden entrance behind it, or a hidden door or whatever behind it. That led to a bunch of lizard people. And then the lizard people led us to a bunch more of the... Oh shit. Yanti. Couldn't remember their name for a second.
I think it's pronounced Huanti.
There's no J in the front of it.
Mm-hmm. There's no A in JSON.
It's a JSON file. Anyway, so after we did battle with a bunch of lizard folk and some Yanti, the couple Yanti left and scattered, and we tried to track them down, and we ended up finding a room with a couple armor sets in it. And as we approached to inspect these armor sets, they filled with snakes, and we had to fight snake-filled armor sets that had rocket boots for some goddamn reason. So after we vanquished those, we went further into the caverns and came upon more Yanti, who actually bade us to stop. They would take us to their priestess, and we would negotiate terms of our surrender or escape or whatever. So we went in there, and we found the dwarf, Varum, who we'd been seeking, the previous White Worm Speaker. I guess technically he still is the White Worm Speaker, even though he doesn't have the mask. And they gave us the option of leaving with him and none of our weapons or gold, or leaving or staying and being slaves. So we decided that our weapons and gold were pretty cool, and we didn't give a fuck about him dying, so we let them kill him, and we killed pretty much every stupid Yanti in the room. We destroyed them. After that, we resurrected Varum, asked him for information, and as we were ready to kill him again, we decided to take him back as a prisoner to the council. So we navigated our way back out of this treacherous temple, having already set off the grand majority of the traps because we're stupid. And on our exit, we're greeted by a...
We didn't go back through it. We actually just went through a secret...
Oh, did we? Oh, that's right. It did have a Skyrim exit.
Style.
That's right. I forgot. Skyrim exit. Excuse me. So anyway, Skyrim exit. And as we hit the entrance or exit, we were greeted by a half-red dragon gladiator, 3 dragon claws, and 2 wyverns. They bade us to give them Varum, and I think they were going to let us leave if we gave them Varum. Was that part of it?
They also wanted the Black Dragon mask.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Varum was a cherry on top.
Yeah, no, they're not getting the Black Dragon mask. I'm pretty sure I speak for all of us when I say that. So we said fuck you to them, and that's where we are now.
And the first thing we were going to do was roll initiative.
I think so. I don't know if we did that last turn. No, we did not.
Nope, we didn't. And just in case you missed the treasure that you got on your way out, I'll post it again.
Yes, treasures.
All of that is in the Nick hole, if someone could take note of that. There's a whole bunch of other gems and shit in there, too. We really need him back, because I'm pretty sure he's the one with the notes on those figures.
So, indeed. Let's start with initiative rolls. Take your inspiration. Well done.
Thank you, sir. I really tried. I only fucked up a couple times.
You missed the divination pool. That was the only thing.
Oh, yeah, blood pool, and resurrecting that guy and filling the blood pool, and then our cleric getting blinded by the blood pool.
Well, and that got everything.
Yeah, I remember now. See? It's in the recording now. Look it out.
Ooh. Wait, what?
I just need a couple prompts. Yeah, how did you fail? Get a 21.14.
What?
What? Oh, our initiative's fucked up. Why is your initiative fucked up? Everyone else looks good.
Yeah, James, what is this broken ass shit? Oh, it's rolling your 2 initiatives. Your initiative at advantage already, so you don't need to roll it twice. It's scripted in.
They must have changed that recently.
They did, because if you hover over it, it's in the special brackets, 1d20, 1d20, keep higher of the 1 plus 2, 14 initiative. So.
Alright, well, let me change that then.
We'll just take your 21.14, yeah, exactly.
Wow. Okay,
That's
cool.
pretty cool, though, yeah.
Well, Walter, Blackhand, Hadrid, Ixen. Ixen.
Varm in the initiative
Oh,
order?
wait, what about, what about, Nikola Tesla?
The Nicole is a passive party member.
Yeah, he wasn't
he
in the
missed
tomb
three
with you.
That's
sessions in a row
That's
now?
right. That's right.
He actually decided that he was going to construct a water pipe and stick it out the top of the bag of holding, and he now lives inside of the bag of holding.
Has he
With all
missed
the
3
gems
sessions
and
in a
loot.
row now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's getting pretty rough, but he has the bag of holding, so we kind of need him. God damn it. Does that
Varm-
require a teammate?
I'm
Varm
drinking.
is not really in fighting condition. I don't think anybody healed him. You just rezzed him.
Yeah, he's at like 1 HP.
Am
I
I?
wanted to make it so that if he ran, he could get easily knocked out. No, leave him out of the initiative order. If he chooses not to fight here, then I'd rather he didn't.
Did you cast Raise Dead or Revivify?
Raised dead. No, Revivify. Right? Revivify.
Yeah, I believe it was Revivify.
Because it's only a minute.
Yep. Either one restores him to life with 1 HP.
Yeah, I did.
Jesus Christ.
The mic. So
I'll give you my PayPal. You can buy me a new one.
I may just do that. Just
Sorry, I didn't mean to like that.
Why don't you just do the American way and go loot one real quick?
whoa.
Fuck, man. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go point a gun at a pregnant woman. Never mind.
Whoa,
Quick,
whoa,
on
whoa,
to you.
whoa, whoa. Okay, so this is 20 feet up.
Yes.
And then what is this guy? What does he look like? Do we have a handout?
He is
No.
a
I wish.
or a half red dragon gladiator.
Yes, he looks like Cianrath but red.
Ooh.
Oh, he's a Cianrath? Fuck him.
His
So
name
you're
is
saying
Ruby
you're saying all red half dragons look the same? Okay.
No, just
40 feet
different
up to
face,
him.
but the heavily armored
Raging.
tail.
You can see his face in the token. Just imagine that face and then red withers blue.
And I attack. Ooh.
That's hot. That's hot. Let's start this good, boys.
Oh my goodness! All right.
Oh, beautiful.
Alright, let's see. So you got.
25, 13 is 38, 41 damage. Were you raging?
I was raging.
Oh boy.
Did not do a reckless attack though.
Alright.
Second attack. Crit. Oh my god, if I would have reckless!
Dad, just dad.
Oh,
Right to
fuck.
jail.
Okay, so 16 plus 6 plus
Holy
3.
shit! 30. Well, no, I think it's rolling crit damage. So
It's rolling the
19,
crit.
25 damage.
Can I spend my inspiration to
25.
give him advantage?
Yeah.
You have advantage.
Alright then, so 16 plus 17 plus 6 plus 6 plus 3. 48 damage on that one. Let me double check that.
Good lord.
Fucking hey.
Yeah, 48.
Ooh. Vicious swing. Let me
We're
make a
starting this
con
out.
save on the first swing.
You don't need to on this one. It's only at the end of each of its turns.
Yeah, Chris, god damn it. Stop giving magic items you don't know about, dum dum.
So those don't count.
Gotcha. That's fair. No, you're right. You're right. Anything
I didn't
else?
ask
Get
for
him
those
out of
yet.
here! Get him out! Alright, that'll end my turn. Wait, did I do enough though?
To kill him?
No, yeah, I can end my turn then. Alright, we'll end it.
Okay. This dragon fang is going to hop on the wyvern and fly over to Varim. Yep. And was anybody holding him? I assume somebody was dragging him along. Probably.
Yeah, he's my
Hadrian.
friend.
Oh, Ixen?
I don't know. I have hatred one. Mine.
Alright. So, give me a strength. It's basically a grapple check. So it's going to be
So
acrobatics or
athletics,
athletics. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna
against
go with
those.
acrobatics in that case. Ha! Beat that.
So the wyvern snatches up Varm and begins flying away. You and Hadrid, if he had Warcaster, could make an attack. He still can make an attack. But
He
he's
can
only
make a
got a
melee attack,
quarterstaff.
he just can't cast a spell.
Right, yeah. So you could make an attack of opportunity, as wyverns don't have flyby.
Sure, I punch it.
Oh.
I
That'll
don't carry a
miss it.
weapon.
Hadrid's, I guess, gonna try to
Quarterstaff
do
it
the
up.
same. Yep. And actually managed to scrape the wyvern for 4 points of bludgeoning as it flies up ahead with Varm and the cultist on its back. And you hear one of the cultists from the bottom call out, "Tell Severin, take him back!"
That's my dwarf!
And he begins flying far away. It's 20 feet in the air.
20 feet in the air.
Not out of my range.
To note.
The half-red dragon gladiator is gonna wipe off the blood. And, "For my mother Tiamat, you will only inherit ash. I would gladly die for her." And it is going to slash at you. And then slash at you once more. And then once more again.
Oh, jeez. Alright, I missed the first one and hit the other two.
For 19, half that is 9.
9 damage. Alright.
The Dragon Fang up here is going to, over the ledge, Queequeg look down at you and hurl down a small ball of fire. Nail you right across the face. And this is all fire damage.
Yep, I will use my second.
God damn.
You instantly die.
No, no. Here we go. Relentless Endurance, and I will go to 1 HP.
So you were just left smoldering, ash all over you. Your skin is burning. You're scorching hot. It's just kind of like tightening your skin. It's like a really bad sunburn, really.
Yeah.
And you're just barely holding on. And he laughs. Is this it? Is this what we were promised? Ixon.
So the situation is, the wyvern is flying 20 feet above me, correct? With a cultist on board, and wyvern, and
Cultist in
Varam
the
the
clutch
White.
of the claws. The dragon fang is flying off.
Okay, where is Varam being held?
In the clutch of the wyverns at the bottom.
Okay, so one cultist in the clutch, one cultist in the other clutch.
No, I'm sorry, the dragon fang is riding the wyvern. He used his action to grapple Varam, to use the wyvern to grapple him off you. So the wyvern's got him in one clutch while the dragon claw's kind of holding on to it on the back.
Are
like
they
you guys
within
were.
60 feet?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to banish the wyvern.
Beautiful.
Ooh, that's fantastic.
So I can revive Varam again once. But does he get death saves?
Varam, I think last time we said no, because I tried to do a death save on him.
You got coup de grace then.
Where are you
Ooh.
sending him to?
Well,
don't
he'll
think
be
it's
back in a
native to-
minute.
yeah, I was gonna say it's native
Yeah.
to this plane.
But for now, I'm sending the wyvern to Mount Celestia. They can go
So-
live there.
The wyvern just disappears. Whoops. And the
Hope you GM that.
I did.
Good they can be back.
And the cultist and Varam both drop to the ground.
That's great.
Taking 7 points of bludgeoning damage, which would knock Varam unconscious once again. The cultist falling to his back and getting the wind knocked out of him briefly, but he's
Is he
looking.
prone?
He is prone. Yeah.
I just walk up to him and just look down on him. And put a foot on their arm. That's my turn.
Beautiful.
I love banishment. I'm so happy I prepared this spell.
Oh boy.
That's a great spell to use.
Let's see. Ooh, can't make it there. What can I do? Yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of the guy on the ground.
Put him on the ground.
You did put him on the ground. So, 2 of these.
Both will hit.
Beautiful.
He's gonna
24
take.
damage. Do you have the
20.
dueling style on the second one?
Yeah, 26 damage. And then
26.
as,
Oh, I'm. Yep, you're right.
as my bonus action, since he's already on the ground, I'll just try and hit him. And succeed, probably.
Yep.
So just 2 piercing damage on that. There's no extra 2.
Okay.
And I mean, he can try and attack me if he wants to, but I'm gonna keep moving. Just hit and run, bitch.
He's going to at disadvantage.
Huh?
Miss. Anything else?
No, that's my turn. Sorry.
Walter.
Walter's gonna move and strike this guy way back here.
Okay.
But preliminary sharpshooter, so I get an extra 10 damage. And I hit, I believe.
18 will hit.
Okay, he takes 24. Is he still standing?
For sure.
For sure. That's a shame. That's a shame.
19
Let's
will
see
hit.
if we. Alright, and an extra 7.
Sharpshooter's only on the first attack.
Sharpshooter's only on the first attack,
Okay.
yeah, I'm pretty
So
sure.
whatever you want it to be on.
Is it?
You cannot use an unlimited amount of times in a
Before
turn.
you make
Oh,
an attack
yeah?
with a ranged weapon you are proficient with, you can choose to take a -5. So you just have to say so beforehand. That's why he's telling you to set up a macro so that it rolls it properly and rolls the damage properly.
I'm not even telling you to set up a macro. I'll do it for you.
Exactly. I'll do it. Like, give one of us control of the sheet, and I will help it.
So second one I obviously didn't, but yeah, we'll need to set that up.
All right.
It makes this to a sheet right now. I'll do it.
Right, I can do it right now. Exactly.
Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
All right. Hatred is going to step away from the guy on the ground. He's got no more attacks of opportunity. And will thusly... you know what? He'll probably stay a foot closer so he doesn't have disadvantage. And Eldritch Blast the guy twice. Because he doesn't have
I mean, he's still
spells.
prone. Still
So-
prone. And threat.
Oh, so ranged even in melee range is that disadvantage? Oh, you're breaking up real bad.
I don't
If
think
he
it
was-
matters, but
If he wasn't it does. If he wasn't a threat, if he was unconscious, he wouldn't have disadvantage, but he's still a threat.
Okay. The 15 will hit, the 10 will not.
Blow his brains onto the pavement.
Not yet. It'll go on to the next Dragon Fang. Who is going to, seeing Black Hand come up, throw a ball of acid at your face, Black Hand.
Why would he do this?
Ooh.
Oh.
Miss.
holy shit, 33 damage!
That would have been bad.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And seeing that, he's going to hop up on the wyvern and call down, "What is your command?" And then Ryder will say, "Go! Tell Severin. Tell him what we have learned today. We will extract Farum and the mask." and will fly 80 feet in the slowly descending, like 10 feet at a time. He's flying out of here.
Doesn't look like
Is
there's
that-
anything we can do about that one.
So,
I was gonna say, I want to keep him on the map because I know Valter's got like 1,000-foot range.
80
What's
feet.
your
you
L5
say?
speed?
Queequeg. He's about 40 feet in the air and 40 feet in the distance.
Recklessly attacking.
Mm-hmm.
27.
Will hit. 24, 27. How do you want to do it?
Ooh. So I'm gonna just swing with the first attack right at his chest, and as it kind of cleaves into him, I'm gonna grab him by the throat and I'm gonna. You will die for your weak god.
For the glory of Tiamat.
Then he drops. And then he's 20 feet up.
Yep.
I've got one hand axe, but that'll be a disadvantage. Well, fuck it, I'll throw it.
These are kind of the natural bluffs that are leading out of the secret tomb, or secret entrance to the tomb. that you're
13?
leading through. 13 will miss.
Okay, and then I will move to here to kind of be down the ledge. So,
Okay.
I don't know, maybe he'll be a little afraid.
I mean, you could always try to climb. It's half your move speed to try to climb.
Nope.
Nope.
He's cowboy.
That's smart. That's
Anything
smart.
else?
Nope.
This Dragon Fang is going to use half his movement to stand up and look around at his surroundings and see between Ixen and Hadrid. Ixen, you're looking worse off, so he's going to conjure up a ball of poison and try to throw it at your face. It is at
Piece of
range,
you attached.
so I'm sorry.
It's a ranged attack.
It is a ranged attack, but instead, with his flying companion dead, he's going to take limited flight and jump up about 10 feet in the air.
I punch him.
Okay, go ahead.
Try.
You will miss, as he's 10 feet in the air. So he's got 5 more feet of movement, and from there, he'll hurl his ball of acid at you. Still miss, Jesus. So,
Bro, tell me not once on this.
seriously, he'll lower himself with the last 5 more feet of movement of flight he has, and then just fall to the ground on his feet. And he'll go on to the next Dragon Fang. Queequeg, seeing you come up the cliffside here, he's going to conjure up one more orb of fire and hurl it down at you at advantage
That will hit,
for 22.
and I will drop.
As it hits your face and you just fall flat on your back. Skips char and ash all over your face. Ixen.
Ixton is going to toll the dead on the one in front of him. Because I want a lot of damage right now. Oh, thy dead.
Wisdom save.
Well, that's nearly minimum damage.
You will fail.
11 necrotic.
And you just see a single line of blood running down each of his ears as the ringing inside his head is pretty intense.
A 10.
Alright, Black Hand.
1 second explaining something to Walter. Okay, sorry about that.
You good.
I will attempt to... Nah, you know what? I don't want to try and climb. What I'm going to do is run past him. Oh, I don't need to run past him, do I?
No, he's 20 feet above you.
No, okay, so I won't try and run past him. I will try and climb, so that's 5 feet right there. It's 20 feet up.
So it'd be 10 more feet of movement to get to the top.
No, I'm not gonna try and climb. That's not worth it. Okay. So what I will do is use one of my level 2 spell slots. It doesn't buff the effect at all. I just don't have any level 1s to try and compel duel with this guy. I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
I think he's too far away.
He's 30. Oh yeah, he's too far away.
Unless you
I'd
get
have to
like
be-
right under.
Yep. So if I'm right there, he's
Yep,
within
that'll
range.
work for sure.
Okay. So wisdom saving throw from right there.
Think
He
he'll
does
fail.
not make it. Yep, it's a 14. And then after that, I will. Can I throw 2 javelins at him from there, or not really?
Yeah, quick through a hand axe. You could throw it right,
Okay.
right up.
So yeah, I will. 16 and 13.
16 will hit.
So from the first one, he'll take just the 9 damage. It doesn't count on a thrown weapon. Okay, and that's my turn.
All right, on to Valter. Who are you aiming at?
You're
Hello,
muted
Walter.
if you're talking, buddy.
My apologies. I was muted. All right. So the guy who's on the wyvern, he ain't reporting to nobody today.
All right. Third one
And
will hit.
does a 25 do it? Is he still going?
Oh, yep. Still alive.
Still alive? Alright, then I'm gonna go ahead and do sharpshooter again, and I'm just gonna hit him again.
29 will hit, or 19 will hit.
24.
It's
24,
Yeah, it's
it's minus
24,
5
yeah.
plus 10.
Yep. And
First
so
one,
another
first one.
22.
2 was the magic number.
Beautiful.
The wyvern flies off with the rider tasseled on by its ankle, just kind of dangling at its step. The wyvern is still just flying off.
Not reporting to nobody today, and then I'm gonna 5, 10, 5, 30, and that'll end my turn.
Hadrid is, I guess, going to.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, well, actually, the guy's standing now, so he'll try to get out of the guy's range. The Dragon Fang will make an opportunity attack against him. 12 will miss, so he's in range to blast twice.
So anyways.
I started blasting.
Both will hit for 23,
Oh yeah.
and that fells the Dragon Fang.
Oh
Shit,
yeah.
Nice.
Well done. Well done. Queequeg. Death save.
Oh no.
There's one failure.
Yep.
And we'll go on to the next Dragon Fang.
Who must attack me if he's attacking.
Does not get his recharge back. Yes, he must attack
This
you.
is so sad.
So sad. So sad. The Dragon Fang is compelled to attack you, Blackhand, so he'll make the first attack at advantage, and the second attack not at advantage.
Nope.
Wow.
And yes, he will hit with that one.
The 17 points are fire damage. The 13
Okay,
is
give
piercing.
me just a second. I want to make sure I can do both of these at the same time. Stone's Endurance
Not bad.
is my reaction. This is my reaction. Okay, so I'm just going to use Stone's Endurance. So I will reduce 11 of the total damage. I will also take 3 off the piercing. So
Okay.
the piercing goes down to 10.
Mm-hmm. And
And
17 you could reduce down to 6, so it'd be 16 total.
Yep, I'll do that.
That's fucking powerful. It's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome, right? That's why I built a tank, baby.
Well, that's the Goliath trait, right?
That is the Goliath trait. 1 use per long rest, I believe. Might be
Mhm.
short rest.
Short.
Yep, short.
Yep. So, very good. Yeah, you took 37 down to 16.
Yep.
Not
Wow.
bad. Not bad. Not bad. And, could you link Compel Duel one more time? I want to see if he has the option to run away or if he is absolutely forced to attack.
If he runs more than 30 feet away, he has to make the wisdom save again.
Okay. Well, he
Nice.
can't, fortunately, he can't run more than 30 feet away, but he is going to try to make a break for it. And you'd have an opportunity attack.
I wouldn't because I'm super far away from him because he's
Oh,
20
you're
feet
right.
up in the air.
Yep.
So actually, he would break 30 feet at this square.
You're right.
So I need him to, at this square, make his wisdom save again. And if he fails, he can't move past that square.
He does fail, so as he
Stay
gets
in
there,
there.
something. I gotta finish this. I see him bleeding, and he goes back. Tiamat! Ixon.
Thinks that man deserves a raise. Is
I mean, he's done.
that
but
60
yeah.
feet?
Say again.
Am I able to get him within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Toll thy dead. 24 of you fails. My DC is 17.
Nice.
So just the same, you see just a single line of blood run down his cheek from his ear. As he's kind of distracted, is charging towards Blackhand.
Make sure Varam is still alive.
Yeah, he'll be making another con save soon. He actually should have after Hadrid.
His death saves. Yeah.
He's got 1 pass, 1 fail. Blackhand.
All right. I am not within range to do anything other than stand here and make him compel. Oh, yeah, I am. I can chuck another couple javelins at disadvantage. Yeah, I'll do that. 2 more javelins. A 17 and a 16.
Both will hit.
Nice. How about that, boy? So 8 and 4 is 12 damage from those 2 javelins. And then there's nothing really I can do as a bonus action. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try and knock him down with trip attack. Use my last superiority die. So since they hit, I just roll it out. So an additional 2 damage puts him at 14 damage, and he does fail the strength save, so he's tripped.
Ixon's maddening whispers and your precise javelin throw just is running at you and just trips up and falls into the sand.
That's my turn.
Walter.
So I'm gonna. I don't know why it rolled on that first one, but I'll work on that later. So does a 23 hit? I assume
It will.
25 damage.
Okay.
Then I'll do another sharpshooter. Another 23 to hit,
Will
and looks like 18 more damage.
And you get him right in the head as he's on the ground, and it just sends him collapsing on his side.
Beautiful. All right.
Ixon, you are maintaining concentration on banishment.
Yeah. So after about a minute, the wyvern will down.
So what do you guys want to do in the meantime?
Well, I'm going to heal the dwarf.
You can.
I'm still kind of laying here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give
Oh yeah, shit.
give our friend the help action
Get a heal
on his
the
rolls.
Oh
yeah.
shit! I didn't realize Quick Quick was down. I didn't
have
realize
help
Quick
on
Quick
a
was
medicine
down.
check to try and get him up, so that's.
I will walk over
advantage
to
on that.
Quick Quake.
That's
I will
one.
walk over to Quick
pass.
Quake,
Yep.
and I will just touch him, and he will get healed.
Oh,
You
fuck
now
yeah.
have 9 healing.
Are you healing him before Varum?
Healing him for Varm.
Varum's got 2 passes, 1 failures. Queequeg,
Well-
you do come back to life.
Hold on a sec, because I rolled that medicine check at advantage to bring him up.
Right. He had 1
So-
pass, 1 fail. So
Yeah.
Queequeg's only at 2 passes, 1 fail. But with the healing hands from Ixon, that'll get him the rest of the way.
Gotcha. I thought a medicine check just brought you stable.
No,
Okay.
I treat them as death saves. If
Gotcha.
you get a 10 or better, it gives them a success. 9 or lower gives them a failure.
That's why I do them in my game as well.
All right,
System.
so I'm
Makes medicine
stable.
checks worthwhile. You're stable and standing. You were healed by magical means.
So how much health am I at?
9.
Okay.
Ixen's part angel.
Okay.
Ooh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think I've got this set up properly now.
This dragon, does he have anything on him?
Which one?
So
Oh,
it should
that
be
one
up-
just flew away with the dragon fang dangling dead
Looks
on
right
the
to me.
side. The dragon
should
fang
be a
had
+7
a tassel, like a
overall.
rope tied to the saddle, where he had his...
The dragon that I killed, this guy?
Oh, that guy, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the wyvern.
No,
These guys are gone.
no.
No,
The one that
he had a spear, a shield, studded leather armor, and a coin purse with 50 gold pieces.
50 gold's mine, and take it. And how heavy is he about?
I'd say a solid 185.
Alright.
Muscular.
What's the one here carrying?
I'm going to be taking him.
Okay.
What's the one that tried to bitch slap me carrying? Is he carrying any trinkets?
Oop, not that one. Da-ba-ba. He's got a short sword, an orb of dragon's breath, which
Oh,
he's able to use. You may be able to unlock its secrets as well.
I'll take it. And then the wyvern appears.
Studded leather, other than that.
Alright. I look through it, and then the wyvern appears.
20 feet above, just where he disappeared. Did anybody heal Varm? Should he make another death save?
I'm presuming he's going to be stable. He's got this. If not, I'll revive him.
Varm dies.
Oh shit! I revive Varum with my last 300 gold piece diamond. I revive Varum.
Wait, you've
One
done it
failure.
4 times now?
One failure, 2
I'm using a
success.
4th level slot for this revivify. My last 4th level goes to Varum.
My god.
Wow.
So
He is expensive. It cost me 600 gold to keep this man alive.
you do revivify him, and as you see him just lose his last breath and go limp, you cast the spell, and that takes up the last bit of concentration you had crushing up the diamond and bringing him back to life, and the wyvern appears 20 feet above you. And we'll start at the top of the round with Queequeg.
But
So
just his
Wyvern's on the
roll
ground now?
behind him.
No, he's still 20 feet in the air. That's where he got banished.
The wyvern have a change of heart in Mount Celestia. Is this a good aligned wyvern?
This guy had a javelin?
No, spear.
Can you throw a spear?
I sure can.
Let's see, what is it? Just a 21d6. Okay, so it's basically the same as what I have with my axe. So I will grab that and I will rush over here to get at least under him so it's within the 20 feet. So it won't be a disadvantage. And I will chuck a spear at him.
23 will hit.
See, I should be proficient with it. Yeah, it says simple weapon still.
Mhm.
Yep,
You
okay.
can use your strength with the spear.
Just making sure. 7
Okay.
damage.
7 damage.
And I will end my turn.
Wow. Ixen.
Yeah, I'm not good at range combat here, okay?
Ixen, having used not literally everything in his arsenal, but the grand majority of things, will go ahead and cast Toll the Dead on the wyvern.
Wyvern will make his wisdom save. And fail.
No. So he takes 20 necrotic.
Ooh,
Pretty good at cantrips now.
good. Pretty good.
Adding my wisdom modifier really helps.
Yeah. Anything
That's
else?
it.
Alright, Black Hand.
All right, since that stupid dumb wyvern is back, he's still what, 20 feet in the air?
Yep.
Oh god, I really hope we get to rest after this. I
Yeah.
will use my last spell slot to attempt to compel him to duel me. You must attack me, foul creature. I am the gladiator from the hilltop. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
This is my best dragon impression.
Wiser
As it
than
as it screeches out.
I love it.
Alright, so that was my boner action. God, I'm just yeeting these javelins all over the place. I might need to replenish.
I know, right?
15 and 13.
will miss. 15,
15
or I'm
will
sorry,
hit.
both will hit. I'm sorry.
Oh, sick.
Yep, both will hit.
So 5 and 5, so 10 damage.
Still flying.
Yeah, that's it for me. I tried to do everything I could to make him not do what he's doing.
Walter.
Do they hit?
Oh yeah.
I figured. Was
So-
it still standing after a 23?
3? Yes, it is.
God damn it.
Still flying even.
Son of a bitch.
Anything else, Walter?
Well, that'll be it.
Alright. Hatred.
Do the thing, do the thing, do the thing.
Oh, you know it's coming.
He did the thing.
17 will hit. 13 points of force.
Ooh, nice.
The wyvern is going to dash as far away as he can, putting him at 180 feet now. He's got 80 feet of fly, so dashing gives him at 160. He's pretty far off in the distance.
He's 160 feet away, you said?
180. He was already 20
180
feet in the air. Now he's just zooming, leaving dust and sand kicked up in his wake as it's flapping its wings vigorously.
Well, he, like the other, has no rider. I say we let him go.
Yep, the rider's dead on the ground. The other rider was with the guy. He was strapped on by a rope and just kind of like dangling.
Yeah,
but
but
he's
hopefully,
dead. Yeah.
right, hopefully by the time he reaches wherever he's going, they won't have the power to revive him. Or it won't be worth the cost.
Strong message to send.
Yeah, here's your bitch. He dead. That's some fucking cowboy shit. Like, hey, we sent back your deputy.
Is Walter?
The money off.
Hadrod's not in range to Eldritch Blast. Walter, are you going to try to shoot him, Ixon?
I'm gonna try and shoot him, yeah.
I'll do it.
180 feet.
Oh, that one misses. Actually, does 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Oh, beautiful.
Shit. 180
23
feet.
damage?
He's still up.
So
How
I've
far
got
can I
another
yell
hit.
an insult? Because I can't do jack
What?
shit at 180 feet.
And he's still up after
That one- That one should be more. It didn't add all of the damage for some strange reason.
No, it did. You just rolled a 1.
I rolled the wrong one, that's why.
Oh, okay. You didn't
Yeah.
roll sharpshooter again.
I didn't roll sharpshooter again, but I'll let Ixon go.
I have nothing to do at 180 feet other than yell an insult.
I've got 400 feet, so...
And it's going to dash another 160. Making it at 340.
Do 214s hit?
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna do
That's
a 20.
the one that sinks it.
Alright, beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So just the one guy
As
going back
Nixon
there.
Walter one right
One guy
after the other,
escaped.
loading the crossbow, firing it off in the distance, aiming the trajectory up further, seeing it go further, and sure enough, pierce right down on the dragon's neck.
Good.
And look
Destroyed.
down at the dwarf and be like, "You're very expensive. I've spent a lot of money on you."
No survivors.
It will be worth it.
There was a survivor. Someone escaped on a wyvern, remember?
No
I-
survivors.
I killed him. I made
Yeah.
sure that he wasn't reporting to anyone
Yeah.
today.
Let's hope they don't use the spell Speak with Dead or Raise Dead or...
One wyvern escaped out of this whole party that attacked us.
And his dead rider.
Okay. If the cult's really gonna spend those spells, then good. More power to the cult.
They've been
He's just gonna
plundering
wake
the
up.
Sword
We'll be
Coast
flattered.
for months. They have all of the treasure on the Sword Coast.
They're
They're
just
like,
gonna
what's
resurrect
this?
him.
We
Oh,
will be-
here's
we
a
will be
chest. Yeah, here's that
flattered.
one. They go
He's
into the
just gonna
treasure
go,
room.
they butt fucked us. They're really,
No,
really
the-
strong. We should probably send more guys after them.
The
So.
gem says like, "To my beloved wife who died." And they just like crush it.
Right, yeah. And they're like, yeah, we could use that one.
It's a good one to use.
And with that, the immediate threat
wanna
of
go
danger is gone. You have your horses.
Oh boy.
Ah, shit.
Okay.
You are
We-
just
Wow.
outside the tomb.
We're taking the long road back to Waterdeep, partner.
Awful. Hold on. Before we head directly back to Waterdeep, I would like to inform Queequeg about that comet that we saw before we entered the temple, heading southeast from the entrance of the temple.
A comet
Yes.
heading southeast.
I told Hadrid of it, and apparently he did not tell anyone else, so I'm speaking to you now, since you
Nice
know
job, Hatred.
as much of the stars as I do.
I don't know. That's what Hadrid would say.
So
what Hadrid would
southeast
say.
of our current location?
Yes,
Correct.
at the edge of the Serpent Hills.
Can you take us to the big map so we can visualize? Thank you. We may have been there. I was looking at something else.
Well,
So can you... So southeast from here, so like towards this town of Subar? Or southeast, that's
No,
southwest.
so yeah, southeast towards the... Give me 1 second. The Sunset Mountains.
Ooh, that's real far. That's like back toward
Just
El
one
Terrell.
partner.
well, what do we have to do right now?
Well, we're to deliver this man back to the council as a prisoner of war.
Then we must do it. We will check this later then.
All right. So, anyone else wanting to head to those mountains, or are we all wanting to head toward Waterdeep?
I want to head towards a bed, but yeah.
To the
I don't
deepness.
Mountains.
On your way to Waterdeep.
Wait, are we able to rest?
You do.
Or
Yes,
okay.
it'll take quite a few days to get
Oh,
to
okay,
Waterdeep.
okay. No random encounters. So we're good then.
But when you do get to Dragonspear, first off, while I'm describing all of this, you all do reach level 10 while you're leaving the Serpent Hills.
Oh hell yeah!
So go ahead and level
Now
up.
directly ask my patron, my sugar mother, for abilities.
Stopping at Dragonspear for a rest, you learn that there's been a recent coup. The town is now
Ooh.
controlled by the cult, and resting here for more than just a night is dangerous indeed.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully, we still have our cult gear, so we'll be able to sleep. I'd like to bind Varm's mouth while we stay in Dragonspear and remove his purple robes.
Bar his mouth?
Bind his
bound.
mouth
Gotcha.
so that he can't speak, and I'm also removing his purple robes and just putting him in like a set of common clothes. I'm also going to rub a bunch of dirt all over his face so that nobody can recognize him.
The cultists that are occupying Dragonspear at the moment, you're, Ixen especially. Ixen, are you still wearing the Black Dragon Mask, or did you take it off after the battle?
Presume that I throw it on the second combat starts if I know what's going on.
Okay.
If not, I don't wear it.
And then after combat, you take it off? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's like a TV show for the cult.
Gotcha. So, you still had Resmir's Worm Speaker Regalia, and the... just to show you again, the Worm Speaker Regalia is a lot more distinct than the normal cult attire that you would see. So the rest of you are around the Dragon Wing to Dragon Fang rank right now, and Nixon's walking around as a worm speaker.
So you took Varum's robes and you're wearing the black mask right now?
Varm's a wearer of purple.
I thought he was a worm speaker.
He is, but just the worm speaker. It's. I apologize. It's a little unclear when they're in which regalia, but he is a wearer of purple.
Okay.
Right.
As Frulan Mondaf was. He is a worm speaker, absolutely.
So he belongs to both. Like if there was a Venn diagram, he'd be in the middle.
Right.
Okay. And he's got good fashion sense, so he decided purple was a better color to accent with the white dragon mask than that dark gray bullshit. I applaud him for that choice. I really do.
Frulan
Got a very
Mondaf was
white vibe.
aware of purple. Resmir was aware of purple and also a worm speaker.
Fru Mondoth? Oh, we killed her a long time ago.
That was at the Dragon Hatchery.
Right.
I think that was very important to everyone's
But
backstories. Thank you.
her robe and regalia has so much more meaning now. Oh
does.
shit, she was high rank cult. In
We
charge,
kicked her ass.
in charge of fucking the grass fields.
Very strong. Not a very strong woman.
So, excuse me. With that in mind, you guys are able to sleep soundly at Dragonsphere amidst the queue and make your way down to Daggerford, where the town is kind of tense. I would say is the feeling that you get around here. People are very on edge. You see guards patrolling the streets, the alleyways. You see the prisoners being rounded up, being treated really, honestly, very poorly. They're being whipped, they're being beaten, they're being brutalized. They're asking who among them is part of the cult, who sold them out. And these are the guards that you're siding with at the moment. They're just treating these prisoners like absolute garbage.
Do we want to do something about that? That's the party.
How many guards are there?
They've got a pen of prisoners, so there's only about 4 guards around it. And they don't look intimidating particularly. They're very much empowered by the person they report to, which would be the Lord's Alliance.
Don't think we should make ourselves apparent here, but if you guys want to, I will help.
I can ask my goddess for assistance, and if she comes, we should do something. If not, we leave. That sound agreeable to everyone?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Uni, if it is your will that we are to save this town, send forth aid. That's divine intervention.
Shut up, Cortana.
As the whip cracks down on another prisoner, the lashing stops for a moment. It whips, and the prisoner bows his head as if to take the hit, but it stopped just an inch before its face. And the guards are all looking around. And one of the clergymen comes out from the church. Stop! Stop this right now! These prisoners are to be delivered to Waterdeep on the next morrow by orders of Lady Laurel Winterhand. Winterhand. Shit, sorry. Silverhand. Fuck. And you see the guards start shuffling away and tidying up their whips, putting at their side, and going into the pen, getting the prisoners to their feet, tying them up, putting manacles on the ankles. All right, get up, you.
Okay, what do we want to do? Does anybody want to intervene?
The beatings have stopped.
Is it the cults beating people or the Lord's Alliance?
It's the Lord's Alliance.
Oh,
Some sense of empowerment because they're backed by Lady Silverhand.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe we should leave it. I mean,
So they're
maybe
members
it's
of the Lord's
just a
Alliance.
suggestion.
Are we still dressed as cultists? We're in Dragonspear still, right?
No, you're at Daggerford now.
Daggerford now. And this town is not run by cultists?
No.
Then yeah, we wouldn't be wearing our cultist gear. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll walk up to him.
What are you saying?
I'm just walking up to them. I think that's gonna do enough on its own.
Oh. Kind of looks up at you. Eye levels about chin to you. Yeah.
You're gonna stop.
Yeah, the priest just told us that we're supposed to take the prisoners to Waterdeep tomorrow.
You're gonna stop beating them.
Well, they're prisoners. They were active cult members. We got them.
Listen, buddy. I'm gonna give you two choices here. Either you can stop beating the prisoners, or I can start beating you.
You sympathize with the cult, the ones who raided our village, pillaged our towns?
I don't
These
sympathize with them.
Dirt.
I don't condone the beating of prisoners. That's not how men of the law act. That's not how men of war act.
Well, if you were in my shoes, you'd give them proper licking. I'm sure of it.
Give me your shoes. And I stick my giant Goliath feet in his shoes and break them apart and hand them back to him. Your shoes are too small.
He's kind of looking at it. It's muddy, you know. This... and he starts to kind of shuffle back. He's clearly upset. He's got one boot on and the other...
Do the prisoners seem to have any sort of, like, spokesperson or leader?
No. In fact, none of them are, none of them are wearing any kind of cult regalia that you recognize. Some are Dead Sail, some are the Blue Lightning, and some are Red Sun, or Blue Storm, I'm sorry, Blue Storm, and some are Red Sun.
So, I approach one of the Red Suns, and I tell him to look at me.
And he's got one eye swollen over.
If you suffer any more ill treatment before you make it to Waterdeep, you are to report it directly to Black Hand.
And he says, I just wanted the good fight.
Fair enough. Anyone feel like we need to do anything else here?
Nah, let's get going.
No.
Alright. I think we will continue on to Waterdeep ourselves, unless you think we should escort these prisoners.
No, it seems that's exactly what they're gearing up for, putting the manacles on their ankles for each one. They're getting ready to transport. Their orders, based on what the clergymen said, is that they're being transported to Waterdeep tomorrow.
Only feels like it'd slow us down. We should get moving.
Very well. I've already warned them if they suffer any more ill treatment to report it to me.
On horseback, it's about a 2-day journey to Waterdeep. You can make it there early-ish in the morning, approaching afternoon on the second day. There's no guards or anybody from any allegiance that greets you. You just come to the city walls. this time entering from the south gate.
Then we enter.
Which way did we enter from?
You are entering in from the south gate this time.
And there's no guards there?
There's guards posted, but they're not here for you. Whereas last time you had the greetings of the Harpers and the Order of the Gauntlet. This time, it's not so ceremonious.
So I call out to one of the guards. You there?
Yep.
There's a caravan of prisoners approaching tomorrow. When they enter, I'd like you to ask them how they were treated on their journey.
Could I ask why? What interest do you have in prisoners?
You cannot ask why, and you'll just do what I told you.
Looks up at the other guard, and the other guard just kind of shrugs. I suppose so. Where can I find you then?
Oh, my friend. I report directly to the council. You'll send a man there and ask for Blackhand.
He looks back at the other guard. Council? And the guard
don't
again
know?
shrugs.
They don't know about the council.
We do not know about the council.
Guess that's why it's the Quiet Council.
It's not quiet anymore. They
Quiet,
upgraded.
quiet.
Did you not remember?
Did we rename it?
It's not quiet anymore. I remember
It's
that.
the Council of Waterdeep now.
See? Thank you.
Saved for
Thank
the
you.
rulers and most elite. Some guard on the parapets of those city walls.
So
Not-
you don't know where all the fancy people are meeting in the city?
No, there's actually an elite set of guards in Waterdeep hired by the Master Lords of Waterdeep called the Force Grey or the Grey Hands. They are called in when heavy lifting needs done. They are Waterdeep's secret service. They are the special forces of Waterdeep. When the guards and even the gladiators and heavier guards can't quell an uprising or a riot or an intrusion, they call in the Force Grey, and it ends then.
So the Force Grey would be the ones guarding the council.
Yes.
Then you're to report it to the office of the Force Grey.
Very well. But can I ask, how do you know? Why are you giving me orders? And he starts looking at the other guard, and the other guard's like, shrugs again.
Don't
What
ask
papers
questions.
do you present that says you can order us? We are guards of Waterdeep. And he shows his got a little bronze clasp cover on a cloak, and it's got the sigil of Waterdeep.
And
Guards
I-
of Waterdeep.
And I am Blackhand of the Strangers, and you will do as I say.
And the other guard is gonna lean in, whisper something, and you'll see him kind of take the reaction, look down, and look at you, Queequeg. Oh, yeah, right. Sorry, didn't see the tattooed duo. Carry on then. We'll report to the Force Grey with any mistreatment of prisoners.
Thank you.
Very well. On to, where do we go? Did we go to Castle Waterdeep? Or did we go to
You'd go to the castle ward.
the Castle Ward?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, the Hawkman. That sounds like a cool bar.
Is everybody going that way?
Yep,
Yes.
I suppose.
Yes.
Turn this boyo in.
Yeah, we do need to get him to wherever there's a jail. Or should we take him directly to the council? Yeah, we should take him directly to the council.
Mm-hmm. And Nick and Hadrid are actually not here.
As captain, I will take my spot.
And one thing that you notice is Lady Laurel has taken the head seat over Lord Neverember,
Ooh, he mad. I know you, he mad.
and they're all the lords are kind of walking around. Weren't really planning on a meeting just yet. So you walk in, Laurel and Neverember are discussing where to go and if this defector can be trusted or not. When you barge in, with a bound Varum that's been stripped down to commoner's clothes. And everyone looks up. Oh, is this the worm speaker?
Varum the
Yes.
White. He
Oh,
was very expensive to keep alive. I'm expecting compensation.
oh, lords and ladies of the council, we bring to you grave news. The Drakhorn, though it once located itself in the hold of a white dragon, has since been moved and is unfortunately out of our reach. With that news, we slew the white dragon and sought to return back here when we were approached again by the giant king Blagofkis. As a favor to us, he introduced us to the Frost Giants, who also agreed to help in our fight against the Lady Tiamat, evil her powers may be. And then he flew us south in search of the White Worm Speaker, whom we have returned with. Unfortunately, the mask was irrecoverable, as he was in the search for it as well.
Delan is a little uneasy. This one has
And-
already demonstrated a willingness to corrupt the natural order. This is an excessive trial, potentially opening the door to any kind of rescue attempt. We should bind him and throw him in jail immediately. Drawing out any kind of trial is unnecessary at this point.
Well,
Due
I would
process
agree
is
with
there
you.
for a reason.
and
We
to
don't
that
know
end,
this dwarf circumstances.
I would agree with you, Delan, and to that end, I suggest we use our new allies to shield his presence from any onlookers.
And how
Has
do you
the Arcane
propose
Brotherhood
we do
reported in?
that? Lady Silverhand
I'm
asks.
sure the Arcane Brotherhood has ways to make the jail cells not influenced by scrying or anything like that.
And Dala Silmerhelv will chime up. Arcane Brotherhood, so Macath, you found her?
Yes. Has she not arrived?
What? No. We haven't seen
sent-
her.
We sent her days ago
Hmm.
on the ship that took us north while we traveled south in the castle. Castle.
And Antar is gonna slam his
told
fist
you all.
down. I knew it. The Arcane Brotherhood employs anybody that practices magic, whether they are loyal or not. I warned you all, did I not?
I warned you too.
Bron Anvil and Ravengard will both say, calm down, everybody, okay? The Brotherhood will be powerful allies. I'm sure she will show up, especially if what you say is true, that you've rescued her from the clutches of a white dragon.
Indeed. Well, the cult and a white dragon. And also some kobolds? Yeah, it was a weird glacier. And it was guarded by a tribe of nomads. That was wonderful. I had to duel their leader. That was quite a fun fight.
Very well. Take the dwarf away, put him in chains, lock him in a cell. The
He
council,
must get a trial.
the council will decide his fate this evening.
He is.
I'll do the honors of putting him away, but understand, he's already served 2 death sentences.
And Taryn is gonna look up. What?
He has died twice, and I have
And
revived
you
him.
brought him back?
He's valuable to our cause. Of course he brought him back.
He's willing to cooperate as long as the cult cannot get to him.
He knows so many things.
And
The
Brian Anvil is gonna lean forward. Then he shall be decided in Dwarven court. As he is a dwarf, that should be the custom.
I have no problems with this. I'm sure Dwarvens run a very fair and just court system.
And Lady Silverhand will chime in. Is there any disagreement that the dwarf will go to Braun Anvil? He will
Will he
receive
be
a
kept
fair
safe?
trial and be brought in for questioning by those who wish to question him.
Draw an
Agreed.
anvil. Can you
Aye.
guarantee the dwarf's safety from the cults?
We'll need some help from some of Silverhand's mages or that arcane brotherhood that you've been rumoring about, but should be alright. If nothing else, we could put her down deep in the ground in the ruins.
Well, I agree then.
Very well. Take your rest. We will convene this evening. Council is dismissed.
Okay, Sling Blade.
I'll go ahead.
Fucking arcane brotherhood. I
Take
told
'em.
you not to trust that person.
Take him to the
Everyone.
prisons. By the way, are we going to do our splitting of the gold?
I'm working on it. Hold on.
Gotcha.
There's so much shit. It's not
Yeah.
even-
Yep, you'd have an opportunity to visit the magic shops or anywhere else in the town that you would like.
I need to know my gold first.
Well, I have to
Just
scroll
a
through the
quick
giant
talk.
chat fucking log to find.
Oh,
all
I
the shit
put-
that's in the Nick hole.
Just a
I-
quick talk. If you want me to revive you, I'm like, you can buy me diamonds and I'll do it, but I don't have the money to keep just purchasing them.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. How many diamonds did we use altogether?
I
Two,
used
three?
one 500 gold piece one and two 300 gold piece ones.
Okay.
Does that
Actually,
include?
no, I used two 500 gold piece ones.
Yeah, you brought back Hadrid when he killed
So we
himself.
still have 3 500 ones left.
Oh no, you just healed Hadrid. Never mind.
I'm completely out of diamonds.
Okay.
So I
Except for
used
what's
two
really
500 gold piece and two 300.
Okay. Give me just a second then.
While you are figuring that out and going down the street, probably just outside the magic shop, a set of guards, 6 in total, are going to approach you as a party. Lady Laurel Silverhand would like a word with you.
Why?
That matter is not up to us. You are to come with us at once.
Fine.
Wait. Before we go,
Not you. Just him.
you
And
said
they
the
point
party.
to Walter.
Just me?
Just you.
Walter, do you trust them?
No. And I go with them.
The rest of you are still divvying up your coins.
Yep, I'm working on it, guys. Give me just a second. I'm sorry.
No, take your time. Don't worry.
Walter, you are brought into the Great Hall of the castle in Waterdeep. Shit, I'm sorry, the name is escaping me right now.
You're good.
A long, narrow corridor, or not narrow, a long, wide corridor, marble columns, shined, polished marble floors, carpets and tapestries adorn the walls with the symbol of Waterdeep. And sitting on the throne at the center is Lady Laurel Silverhand. And the guards march you forward towards her. She addresses you. Lord Walter Babel,
Lord?
you have an opportunity before you. I ask
Okay.
that you join the Force Grey, a member
And
of the
why-
most elite guards of Waterdeep.
And why do you want me to join the Force Grey?
Your actions thus far have proven just and most potent.
See.
Mind you,
What all?
the task of defeating the cult and the rise of Tiamat is still at large. I would expect you to consider that your first line of duty above all.
I said duty.
But should I appoint you a different task, You are required to attend to those matters at once.
I
And
see.
She looks to the side and waves a hand. Set of guards comes over with a beautifully polished silver helm that's modeled after yours with the eye slits cut very narrow. A deep, dark purple cape, sash, and tabard with a mithril clasp of the Force Grey attached to it.
I will
What say you?
look it over, and this won't intervene with anything else that I need to do outside of the cult and outside of your business that you require me to do, correct?
When you are not called to an active mission, you are required to spend a certain amount of time per day attending to the streets, making sure our palaces are kept safe, and from there your time is as you choose.
He thinks about it for a second. What are the benefits?
And she points to the Forest Grey attire. Guaranteed commission per week that you keep our city safe. The fame and glory of being a Force Grey elite, and the absolute pleasure of being my own personal bodyguard.
I don't care for fame, but I'll do it.
Very well. Kneel.
He kneels.
And she puts on you the helmet of the Force Grey. You guys are gonna...
Oh, that's
Wow.
dope looking. That's dope looking.
That's amazing.
And the mithril clasp has the sigil of Waterdeep in the background, but it is gray otherwise. And she dresses you up in the attire, and the helmet acts as a helm of awareness. And what that does is gives you advantage on initiative rolls, and you cannot be surprised provided that you are not incapacitated.
That's hot. Okay. Beautiful.
Your first mission, after the council dismisses later this evening, is to oversee the prisoner transfer from Daggerford into our city walls. I will not lie to you. It is a meager task, well below your skill set. We need you only to make a presence. While you are there, keep an eye out. Any strong rats of the litter, pull out. We are constructing a training ground just outside the city walls. We mean to put the able-bodied fighters, prisoners, to good use. Perhaps give them a second chance at redeeming themselves.
Okay. I can do that.
Very well. You are dismissed, Lord Valter of the Force Grey.
I bow and take my leave.
What are the rest of you doing?
Right now, kind of looking through the magical item stuff.
Sell at the magic item shop?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so-
if anybody didn't see it, I did calculate everything and I posted it there. Every party member gains 3,142 gold pieces.
Holy crap. That's
Yeah.
hot.
That's
Yep.
a lot of fucking money. That's pretty awesome.
So with that, I'm probably going to buy the Belt of Dwarven Kind if I'm able to. Is that allowed?
Oh, absolutely. Everything I
against the
posted
rules.
in the offline shopping channels at this magic item shop. I hope Jess just walked in right then.
No, she walked by though.
Damn. She saw you.
I'm really thinking because that will up my AC, give me more health.
Got to be revived.
And while
You
you're
can be a-
shopping, everybody give me a perception check.
I can perception things.
I see everything.
I see nothing.
Indeed. Blackhand and Queequeg, I guess they're towering over all of the shelves of the magic item shop, see a very familiar tiefling walk by. Macaque,
Hey,
the Crimson.
McCat, what are you doing here?
You're inside the shop. She's just walking by outside the streets.
Oh, well, let's
She
go
seems to be
outside
toying
after.
with a sextant.
He's toying with a sextant.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd like to go after her.
Okay.
Go after the woman toying with a sextant.
Ooh.
Oh. Hey, I remember you. You saved me.
We did. Why didn't you report to the council?
Well, I figured take a few days off, some quiet study time where I'm not being terrorized by a dragon. You know, get drunk.
Listen, you're more than welcome to have that time once you've gotten the Arcane Brotherhood to report to the council. That is of the utmost importance. I
Well,
cannot
I
stress
gave you
it
the
enough.
stones.
Oh shit. You did give us those stones.
So, it's done then. You've got the white dragon mask.
No, we found the White Dragon speaker, but he didn't have the mask.
I see.
It's still missing.
Well, all is not lost. I was able to recover a great deal of knowledge, books, and she fiddles with the sextant, odd trinkets that I'm not sure how to work just yet.
I see. Well, there's a possibility if you report to the council, someone there may know what to do with it. Just a forewarning, though. The Order of the Gauntlet may not be happy to see you there. There is a council meeting, I believe, later this afternoon. Or have we not rested yet?
No, it's mid-afternoon. They're meeting in the evening.
There's a council meeting this evening. Report there with us, and we'll see if we can smooth things over.
Oh, sure, absolutely. You got it.
Hold on a second.
Well, why don't we take our first break there? We'll take 7 minutes. Come back
Do
at
I
7.
believe that she's going to report to the council meeting? with us?
You sensed no distrust or anything. She was being, as far as you can tell, based on her expression and speech patterns, she's just being legitimate. She wanted to just take some time off from being in an iceberg around a dragon.
Okay.
So actually, before you go, Chris, I have a question.
Yep.
We can sell our magic items, right?
80%.
And they're 80%.
80%.
So that instrument you gave me is 26,500.
Holy shit.
Moses.
Ha!
Sell it. Sell it.
I like it, but at the same point, I could get something better.
Sell it.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could.
Oh, James. If that's for real.
I'm not fucking. I mean, can someone else? I was given the Instrument of the Bards, the Folkshalok and Vandalore. I'm gonna post it. It was this one here,
Yeah.
and that is under.
Yeah, 26,500 gold, and at 80%,
Queequeg's rich. That's what's fucking happening.
21,200 gold pieces for that one item.
We're going to Mexico. We're gonna get some hookers and blow. Let's do this.
How much is the Circle of Human Perfection worth?
Everyone's Queequeg's best friend. I'm the captain now.
You already got that.
Hey,
Not arguing
money.
anymore.
All right. So how much is it? Do you say 26,500?
21,200
Whoo! 21,000.
to whatever else you've got.
Pretty
Now,
good.
keep in mind, gold weighs. Gold does have a weight.
Yes.
don't.
Oh, yeah.
I'll hold on to that
Open
for
a
you
bank
if you need
account.
to.
Yeah, you need a way. You need a spot to deposit that vast wealth of yours.
I need to look at the items now.
Does Waterdeep have a bank? Alright, I'm gonna go get high though.
Boy.
Ooh.
So I'm buying 3 more arrows of slaying for dragons, crossbows. So I have 5 now.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be real helpful.
Oh yeah, it will be.
How much is the
Bless you.
Talisman of Human Perfection worth? Thank you.
Let me see if I can find
The
it.
Circlet of Human Perfection, I mean.
Circle?
Circle of Human Perfection. So
I don't
had a
see the
chance to
list
use
here.
it.
Yeah, I see circlet of blasting, but I don't see circle of that.
I'm just looking at the
It's
list
in
that
Waterdeep Dungeon of the Bad Mage, page 30.
Alright. I gotta go grab a burr. I'll be right back.
Rod of the Pack Keeper. Honestly, the really expensive items don't look like they're that. Well, I mean, they're good.
Buy
They
a
are-
Talisman of Ultimate Evil.
I can get a Vorpal sword.
Cuts people's heads off. Yeah,
Yeah.
get that.
Attack creature has at least one head with this one, and you roll a 20 on the attack roll, you cut off one of the creature's heads.
Unless it has legendary resistance or is too big.
In addition, the weapon ignores resistance to slashing damage, though. Holy shit. But how much is the sword that I have right now? Because I have a great axe, the Hazaron. I don't know how much that would sell for. I mean, I guess I could keep a second sword, but so how much do I have right now? I have 6,000 right now, so I have like 21,200. So let's see. 6,187. Yeah, so I'd have 27,000. I don't think I want to spend. Holy shit, though.
A Vorpal Sword is well worth it, trust me.
27,000 gold.
How much does this Circle of Human Perfection go for?
Is it not on the magic item?
It's not. It's
Oh my god.
in Waterdeep Dungeon of the Bad Mage.
Yeah, well, just looking. Oh, sorry.
I haven't really had that much of a chance to use it.
Honestly,
Probably-
what I. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say probably not much since it's an uncommon magic item. I'm just gonna go based off the other uncommon magic items. It's not legendary or, you know.
What? So. Fuck, Hazaron is so good, though.
You know what you should buy?
I'd say 2,000
quick?
2,000 gold for the circlet. At full price, at 80%, it'd be 100 or 1,800.
Oh, think about it. You know what you should invest in, quick?
What?
Some diamonds, so I can revive you.
I don't give a fuck if Queequeg lives.
I'm selling your Vorpal Sword if you die.
That's fine.
Or 1,600 if you wanted to sell the circlet. 1,600
Ah.
gold.
See if it's
How much is Hazaron?
Oh, Jesus.
20 gold.
Hazaron is legendary.
Yes.
It's like 20 gold. I'm gonna go
20
down.
gold? Fuck you, Oscar. 20?
Then 8% of the 20, so like 18 ounces, you know? But I'll buy it for 30 if you give it to me.
What are you? You're like the worst.
I'm trying to give you a good deal.
Yeah, I mean, other legendaries are going for quite a bit. The Sword of Answering's 36,000.
I mean, there's some cheaper legendaries though, I guess too. So like, what I mean, it's a +2 weapon
Mm-hmm.
that's legendary. Like I'm trying to see,
But it's got
like,
wounding and does necrotic damage.
and it has spells.
Right.
Hypothetical question. How much would like a acid pit cost?
An acid what?
An acid pit.
Acid
Like a pit of acid.
Oh,
Like a
pit.
pit of acid.
Pit. Gotcha. Well, you need enough vials of acid to fill a pit. I'm assuming a pit you'd want them to fall, what, 5, 10 feet? Probably 10 feet. And filling
Like
it-
enough to submerge, like enough to completely submerge. Quite comfortably, like a 5-10 ASMR.
So yeah, you definitely want at least a 10-foot deep pit. And then to submerge half that in acid, a vial of acid is 25 gold and weighs 1 pound, so yeah, you'd need several hundred vials of acid to fill a 5-foot deep pit or a 10-foot deep pit.
So
Enough
25 times 700.
I was thinking more like 300 would be fair.
Yeah.
300
it's a
vials
lot.
of acid to dump in.
I'm not going to do that, but hypothetical, I could like get a ring of resistance and then quote unquote commit suicide and fake my death. Wearing the dragon mask. Have you seen the Rick and Morty episode?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't yet. I've been holding out this entire season because I want to binge it.
It's all over. Why don't you go
I know.
binge it?
Because I have a life, sadly.
And get a
Ni-
life.
19 is
Divorce
plus
your
4,
wife.
right?
Yes. 19 and 20 are plus 4.
Fuck.
What is
Thought-
ringing around
No, I
here?
thought 20 was plus 5.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, because if I got Amulet of Health, though, it would give me better AC. I could really use
You've
the
already
extra
got
2.
an amulet.
What do I have?
Amulet of the Drunkard.
I'm not using it. I didn't even take it. No, but so like Amulet of Health would give me 19 con. So I'd get 2 more AC and I'd get a little bit more health.
Okay, so what did Queequeg buy?
Nothing yet. So okay, I'm looking at Amulet of Health because it makes my con 19 while
Uh-huh.
wearing it. So I would get 2 more AC and I'd get an extra
You
2
can
health
just
for
change
every
your
level.
character sheet and then change it back. Just
What do you
set it to 19 con, see what it does, and then change it back to whatever it is.
Well,
right now.
I already know what it does. I guess I'm just like I'm thinking, do I go for more AC and more health, or do I buy? I guess Chris, this is up to you if it's even sellable. Is Vorpal Sword sold at the shop?
Yep,
He said everything on the list, dude. If it's on this list, it's at the shop.
absolutely.
Oh my god!
Do they sell Queequeg?
This is a module where you are fighting a literal dragon god. You're gonna need every bit of help you can get.
I'm gonna cut off one of its fucking heads.
That's
the
not gonna
point.
help.
You can't insta-kill Tiamat. She is
Queequeg could.
Okay, you can't insta-kill, but can you telefrag? Bahamut?
No,
Oh.
because Bahamut has legendary resistances. Or legendary actions.
So wait, even the game-changing items though, are those sellable?
Like, I mean, what's game changing?
Well, it says game-changing items, literally.
I've bought
Like-
game-changing items already, so yes.
Okay.
Which ones?
Well, I'm looking at Defender to see what that does.
Which one did you buy, Scat?
From that list, hold on just a second.
Hold on
Pass
to
those
what
ones by
we
me
got.
first, like the Sphere of Annihilation. No.
Game-changing item I bought
Oh.
was a +1 adamantine armor. So
Oh, okay.
far.
Yeah. See, that's been fine. I've not had a
Oh.
problem with that.
Yeah, I've got adamantine.
I
armor
literally
as
gave
well.
Heather a cloak of invisibility in my Strahd game. She's got an $80,000 cloak right now.
What does an ebony fly do?
Yeah, Thunder's not that good actually for me. I mean, it's okay.
Bronze griffin ebony fly.
James, can I interest you in giving me 3k gold?
Possibly.
Okay.
The thing here is Vorpal Sword costs 24,000.
How much time are you spending at the magic shop? Not to
I
rush
mean,
you.
mean?
I just want to know.
Till we have to go to the meeting, pretty
Okay.
much.
Okay.
Like we're going to be gearing out and
But I'll go do my thing at any point. I already got what I want.
Yours
you
was
bought-
after the council.
Gotcha.
did you
Let's
buy
Shit, fuck it. Why didn't I just buy a mount?
Okay.
Shit, how much is... Let's get into animal trading.
Hmm.
What can I use as a mount? More importantly, what would someone want as a mount? How much does a wyvern cost?
Oh
Are they
man.
paid
Can I get
domestically?
Back to you?
Shit, I guess I'll buy a warhorse, right?
Warhorse is 400 gold. It's got 60
Yeah.
feet of speed.
Then I'll get revivified, so if my warhorse dies, I'll bring it back to life. I can get it plate armor. Alright, fuck it. Whatever. Let's see. I'm gonna have a look at see if there's any other mounts and ask you if they're viable. If not, I'm taking a warhorse.
For now, Warhorse is the best you can get.
Are there
But
giant
let me-
hyenas?
I will look into other rules to see
Alright,
if
I'm
you
gonna
get
buy
like
a
an elephant or
warhorse.
something like that. If you wanted that, you can actually
can buy
get
an
an elephant. Yeah.
Ixon's not interested in running an elephant. Fuck it. I'm gonna buy a warhorse
Yeah, where do you
for
get
now.
animal riders? Is that in DM's guide?
Mounts and vehicles. It's. I think it's in PHP. I don't know.
Okay, so, Chris, how much would I be able to sell Hazaron for, though?
Okay.
I will say Hezron being as legendary as it is, well, let's peg it at 50,000.
Is that a great sword?
Yeah.
Damn! Ah, if it was a long sword, I would have taken it off your hands.
Okay, so I want to agree with you, but 50,000 for Hazaron?
Dragon God.
Oh my
So
god,
that's
you...
how much it's worth after the 80% drop?
No, 50,000 full price.
Okay, so
So 40,000.
Yes.
Motherfucker, I hate you.
he has so much more money now. Like,
I've been walking around with like so much, I didn't even know it though. That's the shitty part. I'm gonna like literally just take you all out for fucking. Okay, so
Lobster
Vorpal
dinner.
Sword definitely over Hazaron though. I would. Okay, so it's 40,000, and I currently, if I sell the loot thingy, which I'm definitely going to do. How much was the loot? It was 20. What? If I sold it, 21,000. Shit, I'll find it again. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I thought 24.2? 21.2? It was 26,000.
Yeah.
Full
So. I mean, you guys can start RPing and doing stuff. We don't have to wait for me. I'll be quick here.
yeah, I'm gonna start doing some calculations while we're still technically in town, but we can do the council stuff too.
How much is...
80, 21.
I'm gonna buy a horse now, but like maybe I'll find something that's a bit better later on.
So
I'll buy a warhorse.
I gave you the token for wars in case you wanted.
Are we
to,
saying the armor for a warhorse is dependent? Like a plate is still 15,000, or are we saying that it costs more because it's a horse, or what are we doing?
No. If Nick were here, he's got some pull with the guilds.
Yeah. I'm gonna get me a horse. A
Nick
pure
gets
white horse
pull
because
with the
it's
guilds. A pure
get
white
myself
horse.
a pure white horse because I am Ixen and I am very bright and colourful. So
So,
the war horse is 400 gold. Go ahead.
while you all are doing your calculations and everything, you're making your way down the streets to the next council, where everyone has now settled in. Shit, sorry, I thought you were on the Waterdeep map that whole time. That's the map I was looking at.
Liar. Betrayer. Traitor.
And as everyone takes their seats, Lady Silverhand will stand up. Lord Neverember has surrendered the title of Open Lord of Waterdeep to me. I shall now be head of this council. If there are any objections to this, please speak now.
I'll object as soon as you stop being incompetent. Just
Who is being council leader now?
Lady Silverhand.
Okay.
Incompetent? How do you mean?
I believe that you are being competent now, but if you start being incompetent, then I will object.
Very well. Please, my lords, ladies, take your
My
seats.
Congress.
My token's missing.
You should be there now. Strangers, please, a status report on the Dracorn and the White Worm Speaker.
So the Dracorn is lost, unfortunately. We could not recover it. It has been taken by the cult. According to what Varum has told us, and what we've inferred from our speaking with McCath, who is she here? What the fuck?
McCath is not here.
Son of a bitch. All right, I pull out one of the stones and I look at the stone and I say, "Get your ass over here," and I send it.
And you hear on the other side, they already know. And you see Anthar, aye, we've heard from the tiefling.
Thank you.
She
Wow.
is not allowed on this council. But we do accept her aid.
All right. So anyway, in talking with her and Varum, it was determined that the Drakhorn is probably where we can't get to it. Basically, the entire cult's base of operations and the bulk of their forces is surrounding the Drakhorn, attempting the ritual to summon Tiamat herself. So,
Dala will chime up. Well, then there was only one place left that it could have gone. The Well of Dragons.
yeah, that seems like a real good guess. If that's the seat of all dragons' power, I'm
No.
sure that's where it went.
It's where all dragons go to die.
Yeah, so death for dragons is kind of like the most evil thing that could happen to them, and evil is what fuels Tiamat. So that makes sense that that's where they took it. And they're just blowing that Drakhorn day and night, as you guys have probably tuned out by now. We have.
They'll all chime in unison. Yes!
And regarding the White Dragon Mask, unfortunately, we only caught up to its former owner. We were not able to locate the mask.
Yes, the dwarf we took as prisoner.
Correct.
It seems he knows nothing of the whereabouts of the White Dragon Mask. He claims for it to already be at the Well of Dragons in the cult's hands.
according to what he told us, he was searching for it in the Serpent Hills and did not quite find it.
So you've turned up empty then?
We've brought the forces of the Frost Giants and Storm Giants to our cause. When we call, they will come. When the fight against Tiamat must happen, and trust me, it will be happening, we will have two great armies on our side.
The last thing we've done is come back empty-handed.
Alder Ravengard kind of looks around, yeah. Melindrak will get a sly smile on his face. Lady Silverhand will sit. Very well then.
Lest we forget, we also brought the Arcane Brotherhood back into the fold, whether they are welcome or not. I kind of give Anthar a side glance, like, I get it, dude,
And I'll
but
spit.
come on. Like, anyway, whether they're welcome or not, we've brought them back, and they will aid us greatly. So empty-handed is not the way I would describe us.
Very well. So you shall remain as representatives of this council on behalf of the strangers. Lord Winterhound, what news does your kingdom bring? And he'll stand up and look over at King Melindrak. Dragon attacks in the Misty Forest. I hired Adrid to follow the strangers to Barnest, seeking a white dragon. We know that dragon now to be Glazel, who took up his lair in Skyreach Castle. My scouts have now found another dragon, green this one, attacking settlements in the Misty Forest. And he'll sit back down, and King Melindrak will laugh it off entirely. Fool. My son, the prince, has upped his guards, doubled his search. There has not been a dragon raid since I've came to this council. Rumors. Old information, I say. And Lady Laurel will look around. Remy? News from the Harpers? Well, we've heard of a defector. A defector who claims to have the blue dragon mask. Now, we've got no positive trace to this lead. We can't be sure if it's even true or not. But it's a lead. Very well. So first of all, Sir Conrad, Sir Taryn, what news of the north? And they'll all come in and say, my lady, our settlements are in ruins. The dragon attacks have grown, increasing. We cannot defend them. We need more assistance than what this council can offer. There's been an invasion in Icewind Dale, an attack on Luskin, and even Neverwinter is under siege. And they'll all look over at Lord Neverember, and he'll clutch his sword. I am handling it. Trust me on that. And Lady Silverhand will say, yes, so it would seem. Well, we do not have the numbers to support the North at this time. We're still working on outfitting our army and whatever allies, new allies, the strangers have brought us. We'll have to double our efforts. Dig for more steel, harvest the grain for more rations, train those that are unwilling to fight. For the hour is nigh where they have to fight. Lord Valter, the prisoners that will be brought in this evening, as I have mentioned to you, find the strongest, most capable of the bunch. They will be trained at the new training grounds, just north of our walls.
Okay.
Strangers,
Yes.
we need your arms. We need your strength.
Well, my strength is always here, and my arms are always ready to swing.
What is your decision? To follow the lead of a green dragon that's beseeched the lands of King Malandrak. And he'll pipe up again, rumored to beseech my lands. I assure you, once I hear back from my son, all of those rumors will be put to rest, and we could focus our efforts elsewhere. Or do you seek a loose lead at best on a defector of the cult? One defector has already proven to lie to us. Seems curious to trust another defector, but strangers, we ask you now.
I think the Green Dragon is our better lead.
The rest of you?
I don't disagree with taking down a dragon, but a defector talks. Everyone talks.
From the sounds of things, there's a dragon in the woods and 3 dragons invading in the north. It appears our best course of action is to try and kill one of them, weaken the other force. So I vote we go after the green dragon. King Melindrock, if what you say is true about your son, the very least we can do is go support him and vanquish the threat. Allow him to regain his supplies and strength before the final confrontation.
I assure you the prince is in most capable hands. You will be able to defend whatever threats that are rumored to take place upon my lands. But if you would help, well, your lives are of no cost to me.
Your own heart.
Very well. You will follow the lead then. To the Misty Forest. I would expect 2 weeks travel on horseback. That is provided the roads are clear. At the edge of the Misty Forest, you will make your way in. Find out whatever you can there. And King Malandrak will look over and say, "Do not lose your wits about you, strangers. The Misty Forest is deep and vast, and any lesser folks could get lost forever within the wood."
Okay.
Right.
Anyone else have anything they need to do? Anyone still buying stuff in town?
I've got
gonna
something
buy-
to attend to this afternoon, but after that, I should be free to leave. And I look at Lady Silverhand.
I'm gonna buy some diamonds, and then I'll be done. I would appreciate it if I could get some horseshoes of speed for my new mounts.
I'm gonna
You can.
I'm gonna
I love that item. Fucking love
throw
that.
you myself 500 gold pieces, Ixon, for a diamond so I can be raised from the dead, just in curse.
Very well. What's your name? I'll put this as Volta's Diamond.
Gotcha. And obviously, if someone else dies and it's critical, use it. But
While they're shopping, Walter, you're overseeing the prisoner transfer, and it's going well. The guards are not mistreating the prisoners. The wounds that they have suffered, while not bandaged, there's no fresh wounds, although all along the backs, the rib cage, the front side, the face, a lot of these prisoners have blistered lips, lashed backs, and among the prisoners, you recognize immediately as your father, Vontal, who is in likewise very poor condition. As a member of the Forest Grey, you are forbidden to step in, as the guards have this under control and you are only there to make a presence.
Gotcha.
As they usher in all of the prisoners to a kennel meant for dogs.
Jeez.
And one of the guards calls out, seems to be the captain, "All right, mutts, which one of you wants to fight for your freedom?" And most of them are too weak to stand, but a few of them do, your father among them. You do have a chance to pick out the lot that you want to be trained, as the captain is looking to you for approval.
Okay. I will... Do you want me to make, like, a roll, or...
No, if you want to take the 4 or 5 that have stood up.
Okay. Then, yeah, I will take the 4 or 5 that have stood up.
And he'll whistle. "All right, get out of here then." And just lead them out of the kennel. Put manacles on each of them. And hand them over to one of the other guards. "Send them to the new house that's been built outside north of here. They'll be trained by the finest. Make sure they don't try anything clever or, you know." And the captain will walk up to you, Walter. "Everything in order, sir. You can tell Lady Silverhand that finest of the bunch, handpicked by you, will be trained day and night. And they'll be in fighting shape in no time."
Heed my warning. That one, and I point out Vontel. Keep an eye on him. He is crafty. I know this prisoner personally. Make sure he doesn't escape, and do not give him anything that he can use similar to this. And I hold up my crossbow.
And he'll whistle again. Call up another guard. "Bound that one's hands. Bound his mouth." And sure enough, his hands will be bound behind his back, and they'll put a cloth over his mouth. The rest of the prisoners have free use of their hands.
And make sure he's ready to fight on our side.
"We'll get him there, sir. No problem."
Good. Thank you.
And he'll salute you.
Salute back.
The
I'll
rest of you,
make my way towards the group.
have you done your shopping?
I'm done.
I think so. Give me just a second. I might be
I
buying
bought a lot of
some
stuff.
healing.
Potions, shit. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, bud.
Because that's what I forgot to do the last time I was in town. Superior healing, supreme. Okay. Wow, those
Supreme healing's
I'm treating this horse better than myself.
Your
Yeah.
gentleman plate armor and all this stuff. Give him
How many,
magic horseshoes.
And
How many items
armor.
can you attune to?
3.
3,
are 3.
Okay.
unless you're an artificer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were asking if I soon to do it.
Huh?
Never mind.
Oh, okay.
The last question I have as you finish up your shopping is, do you want to stay in Waterdeep for the evening, or do you want to head out at night?
I think it best to head out at night. Get a move on as quickly as possible. Anyone agree or not agree?
I'll report to Lady Silverhand and make sure that's okay. She doesn't have anything else for me, but yeah, I'm down for leaving tonight.
You are free to go, Lord Walter. Seek out the green dragon. Hopefully it leads to something more positive this time.
Will do.
Okay, so before we go, does anyone else need any gold?
I think I should have more diamonds. I'll take it.
Comrade
I've-
Queequeg?
Huh?
Comrade Queequeg?
Comrade Queequeg.
If you think I should have
It is our gold!
So you need how much for a diamond?
Raised Dead, which works for 10 days,
Uh-huh.
is 500 gold a diamond. Revivify, which works within a minute, is 300 gold for a diamond.
And raised
So
dead
far I
works
have
at
one of
completely normal.
Yep,
Alright, I'll buy 2 of those.
I put them in my inventory.
So Queequeg wants to come back to life now if he dies.
Now that Quico's got money, he thinks his life is worth value. Okay.
Isn't that how it works?
I'm pretty sure that is how it works.
Okay, so Walter,
Yes.
do you need anything?
I should be good.
Redistributing the wealth, such a good guy.
But I'll take some money if you're just tossing money around.
Right, like, how much are we working with here? What's my
Well-
price range on shit I can buy, bud?
I do want to buy potions. So potions of healing, right? Where are they in here? I'm trying to see.
It is 50 gold for regular healing, 150 gold for greater healing. Superior healing is 450 apiece, and supreme healing, which is the best, is 1350 apiece.
Holy shit, 1350?
I believe so. Yep. Yeah, 1350 for supreme healing.
Mm-hmm.
1,350.
But supreme healing is 10d4 plus 20. Superior healings, the 450 ones, are 8d4 plus 8. Greater healings, the 150 ones, are 4d4 plus 4. And then regular
You're going too quick here. I'm not able to keep up with that much math.
So the
Oh, it's a pretty
best bang for your buck right now is probably superior. I don't think it's worth it to sink a bunch into supreme. It might be worth it to have 1 or 2 on hand. But those would be like, oh shit, somebody went down in the fight, give them a supreme healing so that they can at least get back up and fight.
You do know how much health I have, right?
I mean, supreme healing has a potential to give you maximum of 60 health.
Yeah, I have double that.
I understand that. I have 76 of that, so it still wouldn't cap me out either, but I could stand up and fight, is what I'm saying.
Supreme healing is 1,350.
Yes.
$1,350. Alright, well, I'm almost done here.
No worries. Everyone give me a perception check again while you're still shopping.
One moment.
Walter, Ixon, and Queequeg, you all notice Macath again passing down the street, fiddling with the same sextant.
You're real good at not showing up.
She's outside the shop,
Oh.
just walking down the street.
Well,
So, Queequeg, Walter, Ixon, Blackhand, Macath just passed by. Queequeg, it seems like you're done shopping.
Quick, you're muted.
Yeah, can't hear you.
Yeah, I am done. Can I follow her?
Yeah. And you follow her to the Wobbling Goblin, where she sits down at a table, orders an ale, and is fiddling with the sexton.
Just watching, that's all.
Eventually, she'll take notice and see. Oh, Starman! You think you can figure this thing out? She holds it up to you.
What is it?
A sexton, as far as I can tell, but it's got Ilisk carved in the bottom of it.
Illis.
First things first on the Illisk.
Where did you find this?
Well, it was part of the horde that you guys plundered from Oyavigaton. I've already gotten rid of most of the books, or donated them. And she'll look over at Ixen with a sly smile. But this one, I can't figure it out. It just seems to be a sexton, but I know there's more to it.
I take it and I guess look over it.
And it's a sexton.
Wow.
Are you proficient with navigator's tools?
I am actually, because I'm a pirate.
Mm-hmm. So you would know exactly how to use it. Maybe using it in its proper way would reveal something.
Be right back. Sorry.
Okay. No, you're good. The rest of you, assuming you followed Queequeg to the Wobbling Goblin.
So I can also use, they're called cartographer's tools, but a sextant would be a part of map making and stuff, so I'll give it a shot.
Sure.
What stat do you want me to roll this with?
Intelligence. There's definitely more to the sextant. Inside a tavern is not going to be helpful, though.
So I'd like to go out onto the street. Is there like a park nearby the Wobbling Goblin?
Best thing you've got is the City of the Dead, and Wobbling Goblin's somewhere up here. So you'd have to go quite a ways down.
I suggest we take the party to the City of the Dead, where we have a little bit more open area.
The closer route would be outside the city.
Oh, well, let's just do that then.
Yeah. On your way outside the city, Ixen, you hear a call out, "Wait! Wait! Wait!" And it's in the voice of Remy, and as well, the rest of you all hear that, but you all hear a male voice, "Wait! Big tattooed guy! One of you two! Wait!" As you're leaving the city gates.
I turn around.
Yeah, same. My horse does the dramatic head swift.
And behind you see a courier. Not the courier you hired, Blackhand, but a courier nonetheless. And he walks up and looks at Queequeg and then looks up at you and looks at... I was told to give this to big tattooed guy.
Okay,
Sorry about that. Bathroom.
You're good.
I take it from him.
Stomach.
You were... The Blackhand attempted to use the sextant and
Okay.
was successful at using it, but inside the tavern it wasn't good, so they tried to find a more secluded spot, and the closest spot was just north outside of town.
Okay.
So we're on our way there right now, and a courier stopped us and said, "Hey, I was told to deliver this to a big tattooed guy." and we're both standing here.
Yeah. And also, Remy is called out, said, "Hey, wait!" and is approaching Ixen.
I'll see what Remy wants.
She as well hands you 2 letters, one sealed with a stamp, the other that's just rolled up on parchment.
I'll read it.
The one that's not sealed.
Yeah, the one that's not sealed first.
It's a deed to a house and a small plot of land in your name.
Do I recognize the address as being the one that was
It's close.
Apparently I have land now.
Yay, land!
Congratulations.
Like a boomer now.
I never thought I'd own property. And I'll open the sealed one.
Inside there's a seal.
Should be in your journal now.
So I also took the note from the courier.
I fucking didn't have a note prepared for you, Blackhand. I'm sorry, but the note from the courier does say, "Your flag has been spotted. More of your kind off the Isle of Candlekeep."
I see. I give the guy 10 gold pieces as a tip.
And he looks at it.
Did you
What?
do the shipping?
No
You should
fooling!
inform it.
No fooling.
Wow, wee! And he just springs off and runs as fast as he can away from you before you could change your mind.
Very well. Outside. I shall try and use this sextant in open ground. And on a map of the city, just in case. Like, I pull out my map of Waterdeep. I put it on the ground. And then I pull out the sextant and attempt to use it again.
Good.
Not as good this time, but we'll still roll it.
Still well enough to use it as it's meant to be used. You can chart the horizon from end to end without problem.
I inform Macath of its purpose.
You're
Or
outside
you.
the city.
She didn't come with us. That was dumb of her.
Nope.
This is the world's worst NPC. Well, I guess we have a magic sextant that lets us see from horizon to horizon now.
I think we should check out this plot of land that I have acquired. They said that there's some things that I might remember. Since
Very
then,
well. Let us check out your plot of land as long as it's on the way to the Misty Forest.
Indeed. The Misty Forest. Oops. I'm on the wrong map. That's the High Forest. Actually, yeah, you would be coming in right about here. So you'd go north out of Waterdeep to hit the tradeway, and then take the trail from Daggerford.
So south out of Waterdeep to take the tradeway?
North, because
yeah.
that's the gate you guys actually left out of.
Gotcha. So yeah, where is this land along the way?
Oops, not that one. That's the Dragon Hatchery.
Surprise! Going back there.
Yeah, but my plot of land is in the Dragon Hatchery. Congratulations. You live
A modest
there.
plot of land, enough to suit just really you and maybe a couple partners. If you really wanted to squeeze in, you could fit the party in here. You've got a barn out back, And further out, an outhouse, a storage facility, and then just further out back past the pasture is a training facility
Huh.
where the prisoners are being brought and other would-be adventurers, knights and squires are also training.
So you gave Ixon an Avengers compound.
This is great.
All right, this session has to end with you saying Avengers and then cut.
You've got a number. You've got a number of doors you can open. Walter just went through the window.
Was that what that was? I couldn't get through the
My
door.
window. Volta smashes my window.
Testing out the new helmet, it works.
I'll go put my horse in the barn.
You can, because
I'm
it's
gonna
your
check out
barn
the
now.
shed.
Yeah?
The
Heck
wood,
yeah.
the wood has been expertly furnished and crafted by the guild masters. The wood has been donated from Ed Hellery as a thanks for guarding her caravan. The house and land have been paid for by the Harpers. And on most of the bookshelves have been packed with just general history of Faerun and the lands. But there's one bookshelf that only has 3 books remaining on it. And those are books that you would immediately recognize from your past home. Stuff that was carried away by the cult,
Person.
frozen over in the iceberg. Translated, didn't need to be translated because it's yours, but recovered at least from Macath.
Ixon is very happy with it.
What's in the shed?
Ooh, in
That's where
the
I keep
shed.
my bodies.
A cow and some pigs. Also 2 empty pens to stable up horses if you wanted to.
That's cool as
It's
fuck.
the wrong building, but okay. What is this?
Oh, that's the storage room, I'm sorry.
What have I done
Shed,
with storage?
I get you, yeah. It's been stocked with provisions, potatoes, onions, pheasant, tomatoes, whatever you need. It's
I
ready
got
to go.
beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes.
You've got food, you've got cattle, you've got a training facility. This is House Dragonsbane Reborn.
Wow.
The well water tastes clear, not like that shitty tap water.
You can taste the minerals.
Taste the beast.
Let's look inside the big building.
When you step inside Ixon, everything goes dark for just a moment, and you get a vision of both your parents that greet you and say, with a smile, "The time for parting is gone, Ixon. The priests and priestesses of Suni may have taught you some things, but what is to discover is yours. Treat it with respect. Do our family proud." And then they'll vanish. And you'll be back in the dining room, kitchen area.
Ixon. Yeah. He is very pleased with this place. And just as happy to see his parents again.
Ixon, when was the last time you came here?
Here? I've never been here. My last home was burned to the ground. This is all new.
How does it compare? Obviously, the memories cannot be the same, but visuals.
Visually, I think it looks better, but a lot of memories over in the old one. Do we have a vault here?
You do. Modest vault, but it's in the form of a closet in a chest that's locked with an arcane lock. It needs improvement, but that's what you're here for.
Yeah.
As history serves, House Dragonsbane used to train thousands of recruits, hundreds of recruits maybe, back in the day. They were a strong and noble house and had the most up-to-date and accurate information on dragons and how to kill them before they were all burnt to the ground by the cult. This is a slow rebuild for House Dragonsbane.
Still a great rebuild.
Well, Ixon, if you need any more money to help rebuild your family, I can help out with more.
When Tiamat is dead, I'm sure we'll have plenty of money. More than enough money.
Well,
You do hear footsteps approaching the outside. A human female wearing a cloak over her head.
Someone approaches Ixon.
I'm going to step outside. Greetings.
Greetings.
Hmm.
My name is Elia. I come
Elia?
on behalf of the metallic dragons.
Oh,
The metallic dragons.
yeah.
Indeed.
Oh, okay. So what does the great and powerful Bahamut ask of me?
We seek your counsel.
You do?
Protanther wishes to judge humankind, all of the humanoid races, with a particular disdain for elves, though none seem to be among you. If you are worthy, then we shall aid you.
Let's see. Where shall we meet?
To the north, deep
North?
in the enemy's lair. The enemy focuses his eye not within, but outward, so it is within that we must hide.
So you're saying to meet at the Well of Dragons.
North. Would
Very
you
well,
join me?
Does
Very
anybody
well.
meet now, or do we want to keep on our quest for the Green Dragon?
I think this seems important.
I agree. I think getting the metallic dragons, at least to hear us out, is better than nothing.
Hopefully we can return to this place eventually.
I would hope so, because I'm going to leave my spike shield here. Because I don't see any reason to carry around two.
Yeah. The it's a good bank spot for you, Queequeg, by the way, if you need to drop off some gold.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, bank it here instead of Waterdeep?
If Ixon will allow you to,
You can drop it up there.
it's probably safer here than in Waterdeep. If you didn't know, Waterdeep has an underground crime mob run by a beholder named Xanathar.
And he's got a guide to everything.
That's
So I'm going
okay.
to hang my spiked lizard man shield on the mantle of your mansion. A place of honor.
Dixon. Can I trust my gold being here then?
You can trust your gold here. We will not repeat the past.
Alright then. I will keep it here then. I assume we would have had to transport on the horse and stuff though, because that's a lot of gold to keep.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah,
we
you
converted
would not have been able to carry that amount of gold and gotten anywhere in a reasonable amount of time.
No, I agree. I'm holding 5,000 right now, and that's already putting me at 211 pounds carrying weight.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing?
Suppose we're gonna follow this lady to the dragon council
Absolutely.
who wants to speak to us.
Let's go.
Are you flying us, or can I take the horse?
And she looks back slyly at you. Surely the name
Like-
Dragonsbane does ring true, as you see her transform into a great silver dragon.
What the fuck?
Come,
His eyes.
north we ride.
Oh, you're not gonna try and say that one?
It's Otari Liakarnos.
Okay.
Volter,
Yes.
Don't kill this one.
are you okay with this?
I don't know.
Metallic dragons are good.
There's good dragons?
Yes, we are in the presence of one.
And she's bowing her head and allowing you on her back.
I'm confused, but I suppose today we'll learn. And he holds his crossbow tightly as he gets on the dragon.
I'm respectful if I'm up onto the dragon. We've never had much connection to metallic dragons, but new things.
And she flies you north, all the way to the spine of the world. Hidden in a alcove amongst the mountains. It is a 2-day journey instead of a 2-week journey, as it would have been. Overhead, you see the burning of Neverwinter and Luskin and Icewind Dale, the settlements set ablaze. In the distance, you can see Daggerford also smoking. Seems the cult is getting the upper hand.
Belong.
Otari Liakarnos lands in this alcove. And she shifts back into human form and walks you through a grove. And if you'll give me just a second, I need to use the restroom. Sorry.
You're fine.
Climactic point, I know.
Alright, so, real quick, while Chris has got Walter, you honestly didn't need any more gold to buy anything else, though?
I mean, right this second, no.
Okay.
But I think we should hold on to it. What I'm doing right now is I'm saving a lot of my gold for getting a lot of Arrow of Slaying.
Okay.
Because Vulture fears we're going to be fighting a lot of dragons soon. And
Yeah.
he's going to need as many of those as possible.
It's like
600 apiece, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just making sure you're good. Like, I was buying
got
the amulet to make myself stronger with health and armor, and then the sword to do more damage, but otherwise I want you guys to be able to be on par as well, and
Yeah,
if
I
you
mean,
need anything, that's pretty helpful.
my
makes
basic
my
strategy is stay far, hit hard. So,
Alright, good.
so far I've been okay. If anything, maybe like a bracers of archery might help later on. Oh no, never mind. That's only for longbow and shortbow. Yeah, there's
Oh,
like
damn.
nothing. There's like nothing outside of just giving your crossbow like a +3 that you can really
Yeah.
do to up crossbow damage. But crossbows are pretty hard hitting as is. So
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I should be fine for now.
yeah, for now I'm okay.
Okay. Just trying to spread the wealth here, though.
I got you.
Once we have a need, it's best to act. Right now, we don't have a need.
So, leading up the grove, she leads you to 4 more rather, metallic dragons. They're all sat around a large stone table. And as she walks up, she'll again transform back into her silver dragon self and speak to you all. Welcome to the Council of Dragons. We have Protanther, representing the gold dragons. Eleuthera, the brass. I myself represent the silver dragons. Nymur, the bronze dragons. And Tazmikella, the copper dragons.
Did you have fun with all of those?
Hey.
I'm not making fun of you. I was asking you, did you have fun with those or were they hard?
They were not the best of times.
Okay.
I just look over at Volter and he's visibly sweating. Just, I don't need.
Just heavy breathing through my helmet.
And
Ixon is fascinated.
as you all walk up and take your place on the table, Protanther will snarl and snake his neck straight up to you, Blackhand. Betrayer!
That's not cool. Do I have a check or anything?
No. He's just glaring you right in your face. This one will wreak doom upon us all. It has been seen before.
Listen, dude. I don't remember much about my old life. I do remember this. Bahamut bade me to go out into the world and learn as much as I can from the humanoids. And I've tried to do that while living a just life. But their lives are hard and filled with many moral choices. Sometimes the best option is not always the good option.
And he'll snarl again. Deceiver! Yeah, I was there that day with our Lord. I saw you, betrayer. Now you will all see as well what your actions have wrought. And he swipes forth a claw, and a massive illusion forms at the table. A battle being fought in an ancient and torn city, with draconic and humanoid forces fighting side by side. Metallics fought chromatics in the air, and humans flung themselves into battle on the ground. Leading the metallic dragons and the forces allied with the dragon god Bahamut was none other than the great gold dragon Hoto. He fought long and hard, raking into his foes. Then, all of a sudden, as if gripped by a terrible rage, he lashed out and killed a human follower of Bahamut. By his side, as all around him watched in shock. Moments later, Hoto looked around, the blood on his talons, and cried out in horror at his actions. And the vision at the table shifts. Protanther begins shaking with rage. After those events, the forces of our god Bahamut had become demoralized and less fit to fight against the forces of Tiamat. In a last desperate attempt to defeat the goddess, Bahamut himself threw himself into direct battle against her. The attack was bold, and he managed to slay the dragon goddess, but he too was slain, and thus both their godly powers were greatly weakened as they were forced to recover away from the world for centuries. Bahamut would never again gain the power he once had. And for this, I name you Hoto, Betrayer.
Wow.
And the rest of the dragons will be visibly stirred by these untold events.
I'm not defending my actions. I'm sure they happened as was told by the noble Protanther. I, again, have no memory beyond our Lord Bahamut bidding me out into the world as a humanoid to try and learn and better.
Cast out you were, your soul sent to rest for 1,000 centuries, only to be reborn as that which you struck down, now to live in humility.
I don't know what else to say. I've lived among these people. I've served them. I've tried to defend them and keep them safe as best I could. And as I've stated, it's not easy, the choices they have to make. Sometimes the noble choice will endanger more lives and cause more chaos. Do you make the one that betters your life and causes others harm? Or do you take the sacrifice, betterment to everyone? It's not
Indeed.
always an easy decision.
So is the reason for this council, and the reason I do not strike you down where you stand. And Otari Leocaros will speak up. Indeed, we are here to listen to the humanoids, to see if they are fit for our aid. Protanther, make your concession. And the gold dragon will lean forward. The betrayer will fight until he is dead. Betrayer?
Sorry, dude. I'm
You're
talking
good.
to
Yeah,
you,
no, you're
dude.
good, you're good, you're good. He's,
What was the question again?
they're demanding the concession from the gold dragon currently. His first concession is that he wants you to fight for the gold dragons until you are dead.
Sure. Jesus fucking
Then,
Christ.
my second demand. I demand an apology from the king of elvenkind for the abomination that was the Draco Rage Mythal. King Melendrak now sits on the throne. He must apologize on behalf of all elvenkind for the destruction they have wrought upon our kind.
So we'll see if we can secure an apology from Lord Melendrock. We were on our way to help his son defend his kingdom and people from a green dragon when we were bade to come here by Otalicarnos.
The
I
Misty
do appreciate
Forest.
the invitation, regardless.
The Misty Forest burns. The green dragon uses it as its realm now. The king would not so kindly apologize for such transgressions against us. I seek your word here and now that he will apologize, and you will see to it happening. I mean, the gold dragon starts looking at the rest of you.
We'll make sure that King Melendrock personally apologizes for all the affronts that elvenkind have done as best we can. You do know as well as I do that elves are haughty and noble and think of themselves as the smartest people around. You
They
understand
are.
that getting an apology out of him is basically like getting blood from a stone, correct?
They are our greatest threat. Long lives they live, whereas you perish within the century. And Otari will say, very well. Eleuthera, what is your concession? And Eleuthera, the brass dragon. I believe the dragon masks are too dangerous to remain in the world if the humanoid races are aware of where they are hidden. If you shall agree that the dragon masks will be handed over to the Metallic Dragon Council as soon as they are found, including any masks captured after the final battle, I will transport them into separate dimensions. The astral plane, the plane of fire. All different planes, scattered amongst the cosmos to never be found again. You will have my aid and those of the copper dragons. Brass dragons.
I always get them mixed up too. I hate it. So, how did the dragon masks get here in the first place?
A gift from Tiamat.
So,
Oh, that's it?
Tiamat gifted these, and you are willing to go against Tiamat.
She is not our god. We bow to Bahamut.
Do I believe him?
Give me an insight check. Absolutely. The metallic
good
dragons are all children of Bahamut. Bahamut is a god dedicated to justice and protecting the weak and doing general good, though he does demand praise from the metallic dragons and other deities themselves.
Okay. Ixon, are you willing to give over the dragon mask?
The masks are greatly powerful, but they are not inherently harmful.
A gift
By how
from
a
the Dark
mask,
Sister.
a gift that has been reassigned to be used against the Dark Sister.
Very well. If you shall keep the mask, the brass dragons shall not join in your cause. Then it shall fall to me.
When mask?
Say again.
When would you want the masks?
After the final battle has been finished, we would scatter them amongst the realms.
What's the other dragon saying?
It was gonna go to Otari Elia Carnos.
Yeah, I speak.
Then it shall fall to me. The dwarves held a ritual thousands of years ago. They called it a dragon moot. These dragon moots were harmless to our kind until the dwarves attacked my cousin. Lord Braun Anvil wears her scales to this day as a suit of armor. The silver dragons demand reparation for the attack on our kind this day. Lord Braun Anvil will lay down his armor, and my cousin will be put to rest. And then you will have the aid of the silver dragon flight.
I'm sorry, what's going on right now?
So, we're discussing with the dragons on the masks, and they want to take them after the big battle and scatter them across the plains.
I don't see any reason why we shouldn't do that.
But I don't trust these dragons.
He does want the black dragon mask right now.
He wants
Yeah,
the black
he
one right
doesn't. He does not want it on the material plane at all.
This mask has saved my life multiple times.
The flight of the brass dragons could prove most useful. In any case, Otari will speak up. Lord Braun Anvil, his armor are the scales of my cousin. He will lay them down and apologize alongside King Malandrak, and she'll look over towards Protanther, in a public display, to where all eyes can see, at the center of Waterdeep. Will you secure this, heroes?
Dwarfs are.
What is the dwarf's name?
Lord Braun Anvil. Conrad Braun Anvil, the one that's on the council.
And sorry, you said secure him in what regards?
His armor are the scales of my cousin. I would see to it that he lays down his armor and makes a public apology on behalf of all dwarven kind that no more dragon's moots will take place.
God damn it. I don't think we have that type of pull on the council or with the dwarves.
And she'll kind of lower her head and look up at Protanther. Perhaps you are right. Their actions shall be judged on the lot. Namur, what concession does the bronze dragonflight seek? And Namur will shake his head. The bronze dragonflight seeks no concession from the humanoids, as they have not wronged us in any way. So far they have proven their goodness across our lands and deemed worthy of our support.
Thank you. Finally someone logical out of the fucking dragon so far.
And Otari will bow and look over to... Sorry, this was Namur. And she'll look over to Taz McKella, leader of the Copper. Sorry?
So far, the Gold Dragons want an apology from the elves.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other thing they wanted?
They wanted you to fight for the Gold Dragons until the death.
Yeah, fine. What did the silver ones want?
The Brass Dragons wanted the masks, the black mask right now, and to spread them across the realms. The Silvers wanted the dwarves to apologize for killing her cousin centuries ago in what was known as a dragon moot. During the dragon moot, they would hunt chromatic dragons, but a silver dragon was killed, and now Conrad Braun Anvil wears the scales of her dead cousin, and she wants those scales returned to her family and an apology alongside King Malandrak in the heart of Waterdeep in front of everybody.
Jesus. So see? They want the whole world.
It's an apology!
We are literally here trying to save the world right now, and you're asking us on top of that to ask for apologies from people for your dead cousins.
The metallic dragonflight! This is Protanther speaking.
That's unreasonable.
The metallic dragonflight is more than capable of striking this very instant and striking down the cult. Though we may die, it would be in a glorious effort towards Bahamut, which is more than you all are doing now.
Then do it!
We seek wisdom and counsel. We are not as brash and brazen as you. If we can use you as allies, then we shall. This is your judgment now.
To die instead of you.
No. We would like to fight alongside you as partners, but you have proven now that that is an impossibility. And the rest of the dragons will start bickering and arguing.
Proven that.
Otari will calm everyone down. My lords, my ladies, we're here at a peaceful council. Lord Protanther, you have promised your aid to these travelers and all of humankind, should they secure the apology. And he'll sit back down.
Yes, exactly. I've said that we will try, not that it is possible.
Then you should try, and this is Otari, then you should try for Lord Braun Anvil as well.
We will. We will ask.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some real good fucking persuasion rolls with those boys.
It's not that unreasonable.
I actually feel like shit now because I was gonna get the belt of the dwarven kind, which gives me like advantage or whatever when talking to dwarves and trying to persuade them, and I
I can try
didn't.
and I could
I
try
mean,
and speak
we
to
still have
Braun Anvil.
16,000 fucking gold. I'm sure we could make it happen.
Lord Tasmacala, Lady Tasmacala, what is your concession for the copper dragonflight? A dagger of mine has gone missing. One of venom, plundered by the cult.
A
Have
dagger
any-
of venom, you say?
You have seen it, and she'll kind of slither up next to you with her neck.
Try and stand tall. I held it once.
It was mine from a horde long ago. I would like to see it to return to my horde now these days.
If I had the dagger still, I would give it to you.
But it is
But
lost.
yes. But I would offer you a concession of my own. And I'll pull out the dragon tooth dagger.
Oh,
This is plundered from the cult itself. They took something of yours, and we lost it.
she'll reach out
But
with
this...
one of her claws and close your hand around the dagger. Your goodwill is all I seek. You shall have the support of the copper dragons. But if my dagger does turn up, I would like to see it returned.
I promise you I will return it if I find it. It served me well while I had it. It served me well while I had it.
Then we shall call this council to an end. Protanther. And he nods his head. Eleuthera. She shakes her head no. His head no. Otari. She'll bow her head. Nimir will bow his head. Tasmacala will bow her head. Then it is settled. The humanoids shall have the support of the metallic dragonflight in the end of days. My lords, you shall direct one of each of our kind to the noble cities, where best you see fit. They will have a standing guard of a metallic dragon of the respective flight.
It is very much appreciated.
Okay. Well, we'll try and accomplish all these objectives for you guys, and the ones we can't, we'll apologize for right now. As you know, we are but mere mortals, don't have nearly the power you have, but sure, we'll go ahead and take on these Herculean tasks.
You know, I could try and speak to the dwarf and the elf right now.
We do have one sending stone, except it goes to McCaff,
I
not
can
the dwarf.
cast sending.
Oh, okay. Well, you
But I ask him right now. Okay.
Oh, let's not ask them right now. That seems like a bad choice.
I will say Otari Leocarnos is leading you down from the grove outside the council.
Well, is she gonna give us a ride back? Where even are we?
You are way, way far north in the spine of the world. Oh, I'm sorry.
No fucking way.
Cold?
Very cold. But their grove was...
To be ring mittens?
Nope. Their grove was spring-like almost. Had fresh green grass. It was warm.
Green grass.
It was like going to the Ruby Sanctum in Wrath of the Lich King. You were like, wow, this place is nice.
And she's still in dragon form, Otari Leocarnos is, and she kneels down. Come to the Misty Forest.
Yes, please. Thank you.
And she
I
will
will-
give you a ride to the Misty Forest.
So-
Whereupon,
No, go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say, whereupon we will call the session.
Okay, so on the way there, since Otari seems like the most reasonable, again, I would like to, as Queequeg, reiterate that we are going to try and help them with these tasks, but we can't promise to be successful, and I hope that we're still going to get some help from them to some degree.
We seek not empty promises or false hope. We seek the judgment in your heart. And today, you have proven yourself to the metallic dragons that you are willing to put past transgressions aside and help those who need it now. And for that, you are granted our aid.
Good. Whew.
And upon reaching the edge of the Misty Forest, Otari Leocarnos flies off back to the council. And you all reach level 11.
Really?
Yay.
Surprise! Surprise, surprise!
Holy shit. All right.
I like levels. Can you help? Can you roll something for me? So I'm trying to
Yes.
figure this out. Also,
Wait,
update
I
the
missed
token
that last
count.
part.
I gave- Also, we
Uh,
leveled up to 11.
yeah,
But
Valter, you're level 11.
Holy crap.
can you? So, firstly, can you like set my horse so it's got that token? I gave it a new one. Remember that it's a large creature. But secondly, I've given this barding of play.
Wrong one.
With the wording, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to add the horse's +1 dex to that to make the AC 19.
What do you want me to do? What was the first part? I missed
So,
it.
I posted in chat the variant for Warhorse armor.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if it adds its AC to the armor,
Did
or
did
if
I
that's
give you the
only.
Warhorse? I thought I did.
You did give me it
Okay.
on the character sheet right now. But if you look at it, the first
Oh, I see.
line,
Vargas.
Warhorse armor. I'm trying to figure out if that adds its dexterity to play armor or not, because it doesn't like.
Well, I wouldn't
typically
think so,
it does.
because yeah,
humans.
typically play armor wouldn't add your dex.
I'm not like, with the wording. I'm not sure if it does. Give it a read.
Oh my gosh, level 11. I can do 3 attacks per round now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've got extra attack again, so I can hit up to 3 times.
That's
I don't know if
cool.
I would say that's very specific wording, so I would say yeah. Why? Yeah, it included dex
Plus,
mod.
plus if I use action surge, I can
I guess it has to be dexterous, even
Go
if it's role
again.
play.
Now
6
for
times.
for
So
those
if
that
it's
are,
a heavy armor type, you don't add dexterity at all. If it's a
But it
medium
seems
or...
like it's giving an exception for this, and I can't tell if it is or not. I'll
I
put it
would-
in chat.
I would think it is. I would think it is, except that armor should use the same rules as it does for human beings.
so just real quick, I want to show you guys on the scorecard under third council. First, I updated the second council and your subtitle. I haven't done the subtitles at the bottom, but your subtotals for the second council are there. You've started making progress on the third council, where you rallied the metallic dragons, but you've also made concessions. So I want to show you the effect that those concessions have.
Which is bad. Yeah, exactly. It cancels out pretty much all the benefits that it brought. Except for, what is that, Anthar and one of the lords?
Emerald Enclave.
Oh, Emerald Enclave is not even Ontharr. Oh, Onthar's not that upset with it. He's 2-4, 1 against.
Whoa, they don't know about this yet, though.
Yeah, if you are able to make these concessions,
Yeah.
they're going to be very upset.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not unreasonable concessions.